What's up, Beaners? Welcome back to another episode of Olla de Frijoles. And always with me is Vicky, Donnie, Karen, and Johnny. And we are the beans that make up the pots. Salud!
Oh, wow.
First drink of the day.
Hey, you have a cool beard, Daniela.
Thanks. It's like stupid.
Did you say a cool beard?
Strong
Beer.
Oh, beer.
So I'm not gonna drink the whole 6-pack because these are 6.8.
Holy cow. That's not that bad.
Woohoo!
No, you gotta drink all of them.
No, sir.
So we're back.
You know,
Been a rough week. I had the coronavirus.
No.
No, I was really sick. I got tested and it was negative.
Cap.
I think I had bronchitis or the regular flu. That's what the doctor said. But anybody doing interesting?
Hold on. Just on that note that you just said, you had one of those. Is what the doctor said.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a fucking doctor. How the fuck is he not gonna tell you have the flu or you have bronchitis?
The flu test.
He said the lungs. It sounded like
The flu test. She couldn't do it because when I went in to get tested, it was already like the 4th day. And she said it wouldn't come back positive even if it wasn't flu. It was too late. And then the way my lungs sounded, she was like, "You probably have bronchitis."
Yeah, because they're all the
fucked
mucusy
up.
and stuff. Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
But
I always find that. Sorry, I always find that.
I had all kinds of symptoms. I had everything. I lost my smell.
No, you didn't. Oh my God!
I
Don't
can
listen to
barely
me,
taste the hamburgers I was eating.
Shut the fuck up.
So I
But
lost
you can
like
taste them though.
50 pounds. Huh?
But you can taste them.
No. That's why I was drinking beer so fast. I couldn't taste it. That's
You're
what it
full
was.
of shit. Why
That's
are you
'cause you
lying
drink
to our
Ultras.
potters? Jesus
Ultras don't
Christ.
taste like anything.
What you guys do during the week? Well, I was out of work, so I didn't.
When do you go back?
Monday.
Oh, that's good.
I got my test results back Wednesday, and then I told her and was like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go back to work." And then she was like, "Let's just play it safe." She's like, "Just come back Monday." She's
I
like,
mean,
"Yeah."
he's getting paid for it,
yeah,
so.
I was about to say that. Keep in
That's
mind,
all that matters.
He's actually getting paid for all
Yeah.
these days off.
So then I was like, "Okie dokie."
I'm
That's
kind
what you want.
of jello on that one.
Hey, that's good.
Yeah.
My employer is like, nah, use your vacation time, bruh.
Well, they're only doing this because of the COVID situation.
Yeah.
There's some kind of law that they passed. Well, that company.
Because
That,
the smaller company.
yeah.
Ours is way too big. They're excluded.
That if anybody gets sick like that, they have. I have up to 2
They're
weeks they
covered.
can take. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing that. My friend,
Oh, you
she
know-
had a quarantine for COVID because her husband had it, and she still got paid for the days that she
No,
was
I-
in it.
Up to
I
2
know
weeks.
exactly what you're talking about. It's like it's a loan that they get. With that loan that they get, and I know this because the company, one of the Startown Carpet, they got some type of loan like that. But as part of that loan that they got, they have to give every employee that works for them 80 hours of time off, paid time off,
Yeah, 2
in
weeks.
order for them to
Get
have
their
that loan.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this was she said I have up to 2 weeks if I needed it. Like if I would have tested positive, then yeah, I had to take the whole full 2 weeks.
Did y'all see that I think it was Congress passed the bill for I think it's $140 trillion for
I think it was
COVID
1.9.
relief.
1.9.
Is it?
1.9 trillion.
Okay.
Did it
well-
pass?
Well, not completely, but it
The only
passed
reason why it
part
didn't
of it.
pass the $15 minimum wage
Is the only thing
piece
holding
is
them up?
only,
Wait, is
It
that
are-
part of it?
yeah, but it's not gonna. It did not pass in the Senate, so it went back to the House. So the House has to take it out, and then it's gonna go. They'll do their thing. Then it goes back to the Senate, and then they'll pass it.
So just the COVID thing? not
it's just it's just the $15 minimum wage.
I
raise.
saw it was a COVID thing for $1,400 per person that got passed by Congress.
Yeah, but being that it's one whole bill.
They have
Oh,
to
that's
take
what-
that.
that's
That
what
whole bill has to pass.
That's what I
So
was
they have to
asking,
revise
if
it.
it's part of it.
Yeah,
You
you have to take things out, like whatever doesn't work
Pass,
for.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to take it out and
Rewrite it.
That's
Yeah.
fucked up
Right?
because I think the minimum wage needs to go up. Everybody needs to go up like at least freaking $2.
But it really won't make a
Because-
difference because everything else in the world's gonna go up.
Well, but it's already
It's
up.
already going
Yeah,
up
and that's
anyway.
true.
Like it's already up. Like we used to be able to get like 1-bedroom apartments for $500. Now
I
the
just-
last time I
the thing
checked,
is,
it's
what
like
they're trying to do is
$6.99.
they're trying to get the economy back into
Flow.
a good, being that they're giving out money, like all the stimulus packages and stuff, they can't stabilize the economy if they raise the minimum wage and start, just giving everybody
More money.
higher amount. Yeah, more money.
Because the stimulus
Am I
is
right?
for you to dump back into the system.
I feel so
Basically.
Yeah, so they're getting it back. They're not giving us.
And
They
it's
give
our
us the
own
money
tax.
so we can spend it
Yeah,
in
so
the
it's going
world.
back
So it's
into the
going back.
economy.
It's going back in
Joke's on
rotation.
them. I put it in my savings account.
Well, if you're fortunate enough and you can put in your savings, then yeah, that's ideal for you to do. But people that have to pay bills and shit like that.
Hey, we're going on a trip.
Whew.
Daniela and I.
I turned into an owl there. Did you see
You
me?
heard that, government? They are going on a trip
In
with
the
our
United
stimulus
States.
package.
Okay.
I'm not using my stimulus check.
Well, we're just going for
Either
my
way,
birthday,
that's the
okay?
point of the stimulus check is to put it back into the economy.
You know what I did with my with the
I'm gonna give mine to
$600?
Disney World.
Well, I just went on
Happiest place on
a Valentine's trip with Vicky and I got stimulated. Is that the same thing?
Oh my
gosh! What's wrong with you?
That was great.
Wait, why am I laughing, you asshole? You're talking about my sister.
Sorry. It's been 20 years.
That's still funny, though.
Still
Oh my
can't get
god.
used to it. It's okay. Well, anyways, our episode, excuse me, today is Superstitions. Superstitions, and I'm guessing most of them are going to be from Mexico, maybe? Is that
Not necessarily.
No, I asked my Hmong friend if she had any, and she gave me some.
You guys
that-
did your homework, though. I like that. I only had like 4 of them.
Like,
You didn't do your homework.
Most of
Yeah.
Okay, so most of mine
But 4,
are
4, 4, 4, 4. That's a full
like
episode.
Mexican
No, I
superstitions.
got a whole page
but
and I got notes.
There you go. There you go.
I have another like bunch of like other superstitions from like different countries.
Okay.
So
Who wants to shoot first?
I'm gonna do one of the basic ones, and I think it's a superstition. I don't really know. I didn't look up the meaning of superstition, but I know it's like kind of like it's like things you do. But like you knock on wood so you don't jinx yourself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a superstition.
Oh, I believe in that one.
Yeah, I do
Tons.
too. I do that. I do that all the
Do
time.
that all the time.
So what's the meaning behind it?
You knock on wood too. Like if you say like,
No, I know, but I thought,
what do you
That
mean
is-
the meaning behind
that is a
it?
like,
superstition.
how did it come about?
Oh, we were supposed to do like the
No,
history
I
of
just
it?
figured you had so much information that you...
No, I just
No,
say
no.
like I didn't know we had
I
to
do
know.
that,
a lot,
though.
yeah, a lot of them that I looked up
I do that.
didn't really go into that.
Be like, I've never fucking been slapped in the face.
No, 'cause
And
the
you're
way
like,
she-
fuck, knock on wood, because I'm about to get slapped in the face.
No, the way you
Yeah.
explained it, she was like asking, like, do you know what it is? I thought she had more behind it, but that's
Oh no.
fine. No, but I do that all the time. Like at work,
Yeah,
I'll be like,
I
no,
do that
you know,
too.
I look around and I.
Like, yeah, I haven't fucking fell off a fucking house and
Yeah.
I think, oh shit, knock on
Shit,
wood.
yeah.
Fuck, there's no wood around here.
It says it's an apotropic tradition. I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, we got their orange juice in the fridge.
That's tropical.
Oh, sorry.
So
I think I have
it's
actually
German.
Florida's.
It's German.
Um,
Celtic and German. So this is going way back, like Celtic, like
the Celtics, psh,
way back.
They're from Portland, aren't they?
Boston.
Boston.
German.
Blazers.
It
I was
says
thinking of-
Celtic or Germanic folklore.
Okay, you got one, Johnny?
Anyway,
Oh yeah.
I'll be the Google person.
Number.
No, you
one.
got some too, no?
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna talk mostly
All right.
about sleep.
Oh,
So my superstition number one. I don't know if y'all heard this when you were a kid, but I know I did. If you ever stare at a dog while it's pooping, you will get a pimple in your
oh
eye.
yeah.
On your eye?
A sty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nah, I never heard that one.
yeah. Dude,
Yeah, you
parents
get
used
a,
to tell me that.
bump.
Well, it's
A lot
not
of
true
people
because
say
I've
that-
seen cougar poop all
Oh,
the time.
well,
Yeah, dude, I eat still to
Because
this
he looks
day.
at me, so
if
I'm
you,
like, this is awkward.
Like still to this day, like if you're driving around or something, and people always have their dogs, they're walking their dogs, and you see the dog pooping.
You turn
First fucking thing I do is like, nope. I look away.
Well, now that I know, now I can't make eye contact.
no, well, with that one being said, it wasn't part of mine, but it's not. I don't think it's a superstition. But if you see dogs pooping and you're with somebody, and you guys lock fingers like this and you tug, you make the dog constipated.
What the heck?
Yeah, you ever
Doesn't
done
even
that?
sound like a superstition.
I've
just
done it
sounds
one
like
time
a-
with Matt when I was a kid with one of my best friends in California.
You're trying to constipate Pit your
her dog Ginger started pooping. No, her dog Ginger started pooping. We're in the pool, and the man was like, "Come here, give me your finger." And I was like what? Like pull my finger? He was like, "No, give it to me." So I gave it to him, and he wrapped it like this, and then we were tugging. He's like, "Pull," and we're pulling and looking at Ginger. She was like, and she couldn't go. What? Yeah, and she didn't go. She just like stopped squatting and walked away. And I was like, "Dude,"
poor dog.
I was like,
Wow.
"What just happened?" He's like, "Yeah, we just stopped her from pooping." And
Wow.
I was like, so.
She probably thought you guys were weird and she couldn't concentrate.
No, sure, her back was towards us. She couldn't see us.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Poor dog.
that's not a superstition, but
Well, since we're already on dogs, I remember my mom telling me, if you heard a dog howling at night, that means someone is gonna die.
Ooh,
Really?
Yeah, she
Shit.
said it would happen in El Rancho.
Not just that, like
So that
also
only
go-
applies to Mexico.
so
Like
not
that also like goes into like if you hear dogs howling, that means something's about to happen. Like in Cali, when we're in Cali,
The earthquakes.
you fucking heard a dog fucking howling. Dude, the first thing that fucking popped in like in my head was like, "Fuck, something's about to happen." And usually it was an earthquake, and you know,
that's true.
that
some of the times it
originated-
wasn't that. It was like just
You
a
hear the
fucking
firefighter,
yeah,
yeah.
an ambulance. Just you couldn't fucking hear it, but for some reason those motherfuckers can hear that shit
Because their
coming out like
senses are a
miles
lot
away.
stronger than ours.
Well, that superstition it comes from Ireland.
Which one?
The dog howling.
So not barking, just like howling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I remember I've only ever heard Kruger howl one time while he was sleeping. I got so scared. I was like, oh my god, something bad is about to happen, but nothing did.
Maybe he saw a ghost.
Do you have any?
No, I got one. The weirdest one that I just heard about it. I didn't even know about it. It's called Sampuku. You know what Sampuku is?
No.
It's a Japanese superstition that like if people's eyes, I see one already. Like her eyes, you see how like look straight? Well, not really. You were looking up. But some people how the iris or the color part, your eye is supposed to be divided like right in the middle between your top lid and your bottom lid. But some people have the color part too far up where they have the white part showing.
I know what you're talking
like
about.
this. You know what I'm saying? And those people that the world is out to get them and they die young.
Sheesh.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
because I saw a video like that. They were doing like a bunch of celebrities.
And they showed a bunch of celebrities that had already passed away, and they all have that.
Dang.
But there's also an opposite, which is they're too far down, and you see the top part, and that means something else. I can't remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
I need it.
Wait till the breaks.
Well,
Sampuku.
Sampuku.
Donnie's pretty close on it though. You know what I'm saying?
How dare you?
It's because you got small eyes.
How
Jinxes-
dare you?
Like,
Stop jinxing her.
Oh yeah, knock on wood.
Well, I'm gonna talk about one, and it's the repeating numbers. Like if you see 111, 333, 777, okay, they
And
all
angel
mean
numbers.
different things as angel numbers.
Angel numbers.
Yes,
We
like,
talked about that in one of the
Yeah.
Really?
for like
Yeah.
a
So
second.
that sucks for like a gambler, huh?
So
Wow. Like for example, I'm gonna just read a random one. If you see 333, that's the equilibrium.
Oh,
Mind, body, and spirit focus all three aspects. Don't neglect one for the other when you see this number. Like that. Or like another one, 888, the balance. You're in harmony with the universe. Your thoughts and actions are also in harmony, and that's just basically what it means, harmony.
cool. I'm gonna have to remember this stuff and write it down.
Yeah, just
I didn't know that
repeating
one.
number. It's just like the universe trying to get your attention, basically. They all mean different things.
Like you just
Okay.
see them like in your everyday life. You could
Yeah.
be driving, like maybe you see a billboard and it
You're
has
like-
like the phone number has like
333,
444 in it.
Yeah.
444.
Yeah.
Or
No
hey,
wonder.
you're going
And
to
look
a
it
job
up.
site and it's on 33rd Street and like their address is 333 or
Yeah.
Yeah.
No wonder. Right before I got sick, I weighed myself and it said 666, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna die."
Oh wow.
And then I got
Actually,
really, really sick.
666 means
Not
the
anything.
step back. Take a step back to rethink and ask yourself what you are doing is right or wrong.
Oh,
yeah. So take a step back.
that's what that means, babe. I thought I was gonna die. Okay, next.
Anybody else got something?
I remember my mom telling me to keep mirrors in your house to keep demons away. And I guess, like, keep mirrors around your house. Because I guess demons don't like the look because they scare themselves or something in their reflection. So you just have mirrors in your house.
Oh my god! As far as I know, mirrors are no bueno.
Well, you see in the scary movies that like most
people
movies they
cover
cover.
up mirrors.
Exactly.
Huh?
Why is that? Like in scary movies, like if any scary movie that you've ever seen that has anything to do with a mirror, they usually cover them, paint them in black, put a sheet over them, like so there's no reflection.
Well, in Constantine, remember that one scene where he does an exorcism on a girl, but he's like, give me a mirror.
Yeah. He
And then he puts a mirror over that girl, and then like she likes like ooh, like he liked the look of himself, and the mirror sucked him in, and they broke it.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, the one I'm talking about is probably the one you're talking about, where I don't know the name. I can't remember the name of the. I just kind of saw it like a few months ago.
I think it's called
But-
Mirrors.
It might be. But like you know, like the dude, like he's working in a house, and something happens.
Where he gets sucked in at the end, and then he's reversed.
He's in a parallel universe, but when he
They
goes
travel
home
through
to
mirrors.
his family's house,
mirrors
like
are also,
his family, like he
doorways
tells
to
like his family
universe.
to cover all the mirrors,
Yeah.
and his kid his kid does like get sucked into the floor because they
There's a
covered all the
reflection.
mirrors, and there's a reflection. The house floods, and there's a reflection, so the whole floor is a mirror.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
It's a good movie. It's
a
with
great
the Sutherland guy, Keith Sutherland.
Either Sutherland.
Yeah, from the guy from fucking 24.
I'll look it up so you can put it on your list of movies.
I never seen
But
that
hey,
show.
Adding to your mirror one, I read one that said it's never good to keep two mirrors or to have two mirrors facing each other. Because that's like a doorway for evil spirits to come through. Like if you have them facing each other. Like you know how you put them together and it's like an endless, reflection? Well, that
Yeah, it's
creates a
literally called
doorway.
mirrors. To start.
it's like a
A gateway.
gateway for
So-
evil, like demons or evil spirits to
So
come through.
would a mirror selfie be the same thing, like two mirrors? Because you can see the same thing in the phone.
Technically, yes.
What do you mean a mirror selfie?
You like taking mirror selfies?
You said all you're gonna do now is take mirror selfies.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
gateway.
it's
Well,
different.
everybody-
No, it's different. It's
But there's
different.
that's
'Cause
not a mirror.
there's
It's
people-
just one mirror.
That's all-
There's
asking
people
is
that
it-
take a picture where you can see
Oh,
them, and
the
then
phone.
the mirror, and then the like.
They have the front
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah. They're like
I'm
doing
using
like
the
this,
back
where
camera.
like you can see, themselves in the picture in a mirror, but then you can see the mirror behind them, and they're in that mirror, and then it just keeps on going. It's basically
Yeah.
the same thing.
I have a random, not superstitious thing to say about mirrors. Do y'all ever think that if mirrors weren't invented, we really wouldn't know what the fuck we'd look like? And do you think that vanity would even be like as much as it is now?
I think that we still would know what we would look like
'Cause you can look at water.
Yes, exactly.
We could look at water, but water is not like a mirror.
It depends where
It's
you
a little
are.
bit. It's a reflection.
Because if you're like at a lake and the lake is super
A
still,
window, you can see a reflection in a window.
But it's
I
not a
can go up to
mirror.
that TV right now and see my
but you
reflection
could still
on
see
it.
yourself.
Right, but you.
But let's say
I think people will find a.
Also, pictures. You can technology. We could, take pictures of our face and see what we look like.
Maybe
anything
we're all
that's-
blind. If the whole world was blind.
That's different.
yeah. If
But even
everybody
if we
was-
didn't have mirrors, we could still take
I think-
pictures of each other just to see what we look
But
like.
that's
I
how pictures.
Because they can't be
work,
like,
though.
oh, you're fucking ugly. Like, bitch, you can't even see me. You're ugly too. You look just like me.
That's kind of how mirrors work, though. Like, they're like, well, at least on a telescope, the way you can take a picture of like Mars or something, it's because it has a mirror in it.
Mhm.
That's how you take the picture. So, like, if mirrors, we wouldn't know a lot of things.
I think people are too curious for
Yeah.
mirrors.
That's
not
why-
to
I think
exist.
humans will find a vanity in anything.
That's why there's
True.
perseverance in Mars right now, and we're seeing a bunch of dope pictures of Mars.
Because it's not just looks. Like, they can. Like, let's say you find a rare stone, and then I find one too, and be like, mine's nicer than yours. Yours doesn't shine as much as mine. That's still kind of like vanity in it.
But if it wouldn't be like your faces, it'd be like your feet or your hands, because everyone can see their feet, their hands. So maybe like
You'd be like, I have the prettiest hands in the land.
yeah,
That's what I'm
I'd be
saying,
That's
like,
why
we'll
I have to
find-
get my nails
We'll find
done.
something to be like,
Yeah, I think so.
somebody's
To
better
make
than
us-
you,
yeah,
or I'm better than you.
superior to
But
one
you're not
another.
You know,
supposed to.
penguins.
No, I know, but I'm
fucking
saying it's
gather
just human
rocks.
how we are.
Penguins
yeah.
gather rocks. The one that has the biggest fucking tower
Pebble
of
pile.
rocks is the baddest one.
See?
Tyrone Penguin?
Oh my goodness.
We had rock uptake. Karen, you should have been there.
He who has the biggest rock.
What the fuck?
Give it to me. And
Okay, I
shall
got one
smoke
more.
it.
Let me see. This one, I guess I've only seen Hispanic people do it. Latinos, Hispanic. This one, the mal de ojo with the red.
Oh,
the red
what does
face.
that mean?
It's for people that wish bad upon you, like it won't let them.
Yeah, but it has to be something, you can't buy one for yourself. It has to be gifted to you, is what
What
I
is it now?
heard.
I think it has to be curado by somebody. I bought this not because I believe in it. I bought this because these were from the beach.
Yeah.
And I have them on. But people, plus mine have stones in them. It has to be like solid red. You put it here on their ankles or whatever.
Is that why they put it on babies?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's why.
funny.
I think so.
For babies, it's like if let's say you have a child and you're holding them, and you invite us over, and I want to hold them, but I don't say nothing. Like se me antoja to hold them and caress them, but I don't do it. And if you don't do it, that projects something bad on the baby too.
Yeah,
That
I have
might-
that wrote down. Can I read it? To
Oh
you?
yeah.
Oh.
It says, if you smile at a baby, you better touch it or you'll make the baby sick.
Yeah, some
And
shit
that's
like
the mal de ojo.
Jesus Christ. I
Yeah.
smile at babies all the time and I don't touch them.
Yes.
I think that's
And
different.
it's not like you're doing it on purpose. It's
Yeah.
just kind of what the evil eye does, supposedly.
Well, when I was little, I remember my grandma gave me like this limpia with the huevo and all
Oh,
kinds of,
that's another one. Yeah.
that's
with
another
all
one.
kinds of fucking like hierbas and shit.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she did. I don't know. I can't. This is like very.
So you grab
blurry
the
in my
egg
brain.
and then you put alcohol in it and then you have también la hierba and then you
Rub
start
it.
rubbing
Rub it
it
everywhere.
all over.
And
They-
then,
And you
Crack
make
it.
you prayer as you're doing so.
But that's already like you cross it to brujeria. Already.
but well, I don't know what she was
Yeah.
doing. But at the
It's a
end,
limpia.
she
Yeah,
got
it's
the
called a
egg
limpia.
and she threw it in the fire and it turned into something. It turned into like this fucking.
There was a chick in it.
This figure. Maybe it was a whole chicken in there. I just remember that it freaked me the fuck out.
That's fucked
my
up.
gosh.
Really? And you saw that shit? Did it like make a noise?
I have no idea.
Did it go
I can't remember. I just know that the shit literally turned into something, and I was like, "What the?" I was like, I can't remember. I just remember the limpia, and she had an egg, and I was
Okay.
sitting in a chair.
No, but I had a story for going back to the kid thing. At stores, you couldn't ask Vicky. At stores, for some reason, babies they don't like me or younger kids because they'll stare at me, and I've always
I
told
think
Vicky,
they
I'm
don't like you. I
I'm
think
look,
you're
baby.
just a big guy, so they're just
I'm like,
like,
look,
they're
babe,
kids. They
they're
like to
kids.
stare.
Whoa!
And then, but
They
he'll
like
be
to
like,
stare at
behind
him.
the soda machine like this, and then he'll like look at me, and I'm like, look, baby, he's staring at me.
But
And
Anthony
then-
likes to
and
be
then,
extra.
Like the baby will look at me, and then I'll look at her and go,
He does that shit all the time.
and then they're like, and then they hide again, and he's like, stop being weird. I was like, I'm not. He's just fucking staring at me. And then he'll look again, and I'll be like making weird faces.
Wow.
He
And the
does
kids
that.
are just
Make
like,
yourself
my
unlikable.
God.
Yes, he does that
And
shit.
then the
He
parents
just
turn
did that
around.
like last week at
the
the
parents
store.
turn around, and then I'm like, I turn away like nothing's going on. Yeah, but then the kid's just like staring at me like, oh my god, what's he doing? I don't know. I think it's fucking hilarious.
That's
He's
weird.
like, quit being weird. I'm gonna leave. She's like, I'm gonna go to the car if you don't stop.
Because you make me uncomfortable.
Why?
Because
you're
look at me
awkward.
too.
But just imagine the fucking awesome memory I'm making for that child. Because he can have his own partner. Like, dude, there should be this fucking big guy at Walmart. He made this like demon face, and I couldn't stop staring at him. And that's
Wow.
me.
Oh my goodness.
It's a no for me.
Okay, next one. Who else has one? You just had the kid one. You got one after that?
Actually, that was yours. I just added to it.
If you have like elephant decorations, like a little elephant statue, you gotta place it in your home so it's like it's walking in and it's bringing in good fortune. If you have it facing like it's walking out of your house, then it's like it's all your bad fortune is leaving,
I gotta remember
or
that.
all your fortune is leaving.
I knew one.
I need it. I have one.
You have an elephant?
Yes, I do.
The blue one?
Yes.
Well, I knew one that's similar to that.
It has to be
One-
walking out or walking in.
In.
But what if
bringing
it's in your bedroom? How the fuck do you place that?
I guess place it so it's like the butt is away from the door.
door.
Like your house door. Or maybe if it's in a room, it doesn't matter.
There's one similar
Have a
to
little
that.
one.
I think it's a Filipino one. I'm pretty sure Bobby, my old friend from high school, they at the what's it called, at the frame of your doors, like on each side, you'd put six stacks of quarters,
What?
but facing inside, like that, like a triangle facing inside, and that'll keep money flowing into your house.
Ooh.
Wow.
The more the more higher the stacks, I guess the more money would come in.
Well, the more money you'll have at your door.
Yeah, I
Pretty
know.
much.
You stack it up.
I would probably.
Little savings right
Yeah.
there.
Like shit.
I gotta
Start
wash.
stacking $100 bills. Like nobody touch those.
I gotta wash my cobijas. I gotta go to the laundromat. Don't get the money by the door. Throw off the feng shui of the house.
The whole. Well, I wanted to share the one about making your bed. How it disrupts your chi. It just kind of like makes. Well, let's see. It is very important, and you need to just have it made because otherwise, it kind of brings negativity into your life.
To have it not made?
To have it not made.
I always want to make my bed. Nobody ever wants to make it. Like, and it's a pet peeve for me, but like nobody cares.
No,
but
but
me.
it's your chi. You feel your chi being disrupted is what it is, and your chi's just your good energy.
Well, I feel both my cheese slapping together every time I try to make that motherfucker. That's why I don't make.
Wow.
I'm a
No la chingues.
Also, like
I'm
if you
gonna buy a
have like
sleeping bag, so I don't
pillows
have
and
to-
stuff, and like like decorative stuff on your bed, it's good to have it on there because you kind of like allow
Yes,
good
I love
energy to come in. And I feel like it's true because for a while I had a streak where I would just get up and make my bed for like 2 weeks straight, and just
felt
coming
good?
home from work, it was just like.
Nice, right? It
it
feels
was
good.
just-
Yeah, I
Great.
heard that. Weren't you the one that told me
It was
that?
great.
I don't know, but y'all will make it. Stop making
It
the
was
damn
me.
bed.
Oh, you, yeah. That when you come home after and your bed's made, that you feel a lot better.
You do.
No, it's
I
like,
still don't make it though.
It's
I'm like,
waiting
try.
for you.
Do you know
I
why?
have like 7-8 pillows.
Because you
on
already
my
know
damn
what the
bed.
fuck you're gonna do as
Yeah.
soon as you get home.
That's why
you're
I want to buy
fuck it
sleeping
all up.
bags. I want to buy sleeping bags so we can just put them on the bed and then cover yourself, and you don't fuck up the bed.
It's made
You just
that
gotta
way.
fix the pillows. That's it.
Wow.
Now, did you know
Talk about flow.
that-
Shit.
if
I'm here for
okay,
it.
this is
I'm not.
like kind of to add on to yours, but
Yeah.
it's not the same, but has to do with your bed. You're not supposed to set your bed up with the feet of your bed pointing towards your door
Why?
because like whenever they bury the dead, they bury the dead. Like it's like the way they go out the door. I have to look it up. I
Well,
didn't
my
write that
mom
one
told
down.
me you shouldn't sleep with your hands crossed right here, like on your chest when
Yes,
you're
no,
asleep.
because it's the way they
It's like
bury
you're
you.
dead or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Porque, it was.
Like a
how to
vampire
say? Porque
something.
es como.
No, they sleep like
Que
that, bro.
los,
Yeah.
No, I think it's dead.
I think that's a
I
fat
forgot how
guy.
it was.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's like you're not supposed to. Because I actually lay down on the bed and watch TV, and sometimes I get comfortable and I go like this, and then as soon as I like feel this, I'm like, oh shit, no,
Oh, you never
Nope.
doze off like that?
fuck no.
When I fall asleep
I
on
don't
the
ever
couch,
sleep-
I fall asleep like this.
I don't
sometimes.
ever, dude. I don't ever sleep like facing up. I can't, because I always have like nightmares.
Me too.
I can only
I
fall
do
asleep
too, but I
facing
have
up if
to.
I'm sitting
I
down.
have to alternate so my back doesn't hurt.
And
So
I
I'm
have
like
to
side, back, side, back,
or
side,
like,
back.
Yeah.
on my stomach.
I have to fall asleep with my feet covered up. Like
Yeah, me too.
if one
No
foot
part of
is
me-
like under the
no
out of the
other
blanket.
part of me
Yeah.
can be covered or doesn't have to be covered, but my feet have to be covered up because
Why?
I'll
if
have the
they're
nightmare.
like my legs.
I'm the
like
opposite.
my
I'll have
legs-
nightmares. Like if I wake up and I got from a bad dream and I'm like, one of my feet's uncovered, I'm like, I fucking knew it.
What about the summertime?
I have to. I
I
mean,
have
I
to
don't
stick
wear.
my feet out.
No.
I have to have at least 1 or 2 feet
No.
away from the
I
blanket.
want
Like,
to.
I feel like for me it's like a safe.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're
Like,
the cucuy, you grab your feet.
But
Yeah,
no, but
I don't
even
feel
then
that.
I'll wake up and I'm like, my feet or Yeah, one of my feet.
I can't sleep with
One
socks
of my
on.
feet is uncovered.
Do you have your socks on or off?
I don't know. I can't sleep with the socks
I
on.
can't-
I'll
I
pick
don't-
them off
yeah.
in my sleep.
Yeah,
I'll
I
wake up
can't.
and
I
they
can't
won't be
wear
on
socks.
No,
anymore.
I can't fall asleep with my socks on. I just
Me
fucking
neither.
throw them off.
Yeah, it's too
The bitches
hot.
have to be
Yeah.
off
I
immediately.
see.
Even if it's cold as fuck, I throw them off. You know,
Yeah.
sit down or.
Because then they keep my feet warm, so you know, like when you fall asleep, your body temperature goes up. So I end up like waking up because I'm so hot.
Yeah, like burning. Yeah.
See,
So
vanity.
I don't use a blanket. I use a sheet to cover myself, and I don't even cover myself all the way.
Yeah. I cover like,
like-
the mid of
Yeah,
me.
I go
and that's
from
why
like
my
my
feet are
waist
always
down,
exposed.
but like it has like my legs have to be like from my knees down. It has to be covered up. Even if the rest of me
No.
isn't covered up, just that has to be covered up. It's like if that's covered up, it's like oh I'm good. Like,
No, for me, I'm telling you, I cover like the mid of me, like from here to here, and then from down here, no cover,
That's
up here,
weird.
no
Then
cover.
why even use a
I don't know.
blanket?
It's a security thing.
No.
Like I want it on me. Like I want the weight.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want
I
the
have
weight
to
of
be
it.
completely covered. If I could cover
Okay.
my head and like breathe fine, I'd just cover.
You used to
completely.
back in the day. You used
I
to like.
can't
I'd be like, how can
Angel-
she breathe? I'm like,
Angel
she's
sees
gonna
it, yeah.
suffocate under there.
Angel does that.
Yeah,
He'll
I
fucking-
can't stand it to see it. I feel like you guys are gonna die.
They were
Do,
already tired.
do y'all wear socks to bed?
Hell no.
No.
Yeah, we just said that.
I do
Yeah, we just
too.
said
I
that.
do.
Oh,
I
I'm
can't
sorry.
sleep.
I can't.
I can't go to.
My
I've
feet
tried
can't
it,
breathe.
but I can't. I don't feel comfortable. Like I feel like when I have my socks on,
Feel like I
I'm
can't
comfortable.
breathe.
It's like
Did you know that? Well, this was something I saw on Instagram by a doctor, so I'm not sure if it's real because it's on the internet. But anyway, she said that if you sleep with socks on, you fall asleep faster because the warmth kind of starts from your
Yeah.
feet. So that's why.
I
like
can't fall asleep with the
those,
socks.
those sleep number beds, the smart beds. That's what they do. They warm your feet up so you can fall asleep
Oh no.
Yeah.
When I would
and
die.
keep you asleep.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wake up like sometimes like suffocating and I have to like just throw everything off that I have on. I'm just like
I
can't
get
breathe.
cold when I'm sleeping. I get
Okay.
cold.
Oh, good hot.
I want to say this one real quick. So this is supposedly like a Mexican superstition. I've never heard of it, but it was pretty interesting. So it says, "Don't drop the tortilla, or you'll have it, or you'll have in-laws pay you an unpleasant visit." It's
Holy
basically
shit.
it said that if you drop a tortilla, you'll get a lot of unwanted and unexpected company.
Why a tortilla? Out of
Because
all
they're
the
Mexican?
things.
I don't know.
Can you
It's
eat it
just-
or not?
Can you?
Like 5-second rule? Like you still eat it?
Maybe.
I'm gonna
Oh,
eat
that's
the,
another
eat
one.
the sad
5
vibes
second
away.
rule.
Oh yeah,
If you-
5 second.
I never
rule.
heard of
5
that
second
one.
rule is another superstition. If you don't pick that shit up, like
Because you can
The-
imagine
the
a
devil
couple
kiss it.
eating, and he's like, la madre,
That's what it is. The devil will kiss it.
that's the 5 second rule. No, that's the 5 second rule.
We almost had to change to the 10-second rule.
Yeah, that's what that is. Like the 5 second rule. Yeah, that means the devil kisses you.
I didn't know what it
Or whatever you
meant. I
drop.
just knew 5 second rule meant like I thought it meant like it's not dirty then, or
No,
it doesn't have
I-
germs.
Well, yeah, what I thought is pretty stupid. This is just what I thought. I thought it takes the germs more than 5 seconds
Yeah,
to
to
on
get
it.
into your
No,
I've
thing.
seen
when
a
I was a
video
kid,
like
that's
that.
Was it?
No, when I was a kid, that's what I was like told that que el diablo iba a besar tu
Oh, no.
whatever you dropped.
I've
just-
never
I
heard
saw-
that before.
I just thought anything longer than 5 seconds is going to get full of germs and you can't eat it.
Yeah.
I saw a video like that where someone dropped food on the floor and then they're pretending they're acting as germs, so they're like counting down. It like seeds to all the different germs. They're like 5, 4. You getting ready? 3, 2, and then the person picks it up and they're like, "Damn it!"
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You should have tagged us in it.
It was forever ago. But going back to the money thing, I've never heard this before. My dad told it to me, and that's the only time I've ever heard anyone say this. But I had gotten home from work one time, and I was like sweeping my room and my bathroom, and my dad said, "You're not supposed to sweep at night because you're sweeping your money away."
I be sleeping at all hours of the motherfucking day.
Por eso no hemos quebrado, güey.
Damn it.
Same.
And then my mom was like, "No, let her
Whenever I
sweep.
have time.
Let her clean her room."
Basically.
No, the only sweeping superstition I ever heard of was if like let's say if you're sweeping and you sweep over her feet,
Yes, los pies.
Yeah.
that means oh fuck you're gonna get married or something like
Far away. You're gonna get married and go far away.
that. Yeah.
So like I'm sitting down and then someone
By accident, like Vicky
they,
sweeps over your feet while she's sweeping
like
around
she
you.
touches my feet
Like
with the broom.
yeah.
Wait,
That's
what?
nasty.
What? Huh?
The sweeping.
Oh, I have that one wrote down too.
Oh, see?
Somebody sleeps over your feet. And you get
No, that's
married
not
and
the
go
one
far
I
away?
said.
Oh, then no, that's not.
I said if you sweep at night,
yeah.
you're sweeping your money away.
Anyway.
Oh no, mine is different.
Have y'all heard the one about if you sit in a corner of a table, you don't get married?
Not to get in the
Like right here.
Not to get in the middle.
Yeah.
No, but
Like
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
sit
I
on the
read that one, too.
actual, like on the
Yeah,
actual
I read
table.
that one too.
Yeah, on the
No,
table.
like if
I don't know,
people
he
sitting
knows.
here, people sit here. That's like que se sienten aquí.
Oh.
But I think it depends on where you come from because remember Martha? I used to work with her at the bed place. I was we were doing. The point is, I was cleaning up. We were like almost done. Excuse me, and I sweep by her feet, and I did it. And she was like, and I was like, what? Motherfucker? I was like, you're already married. What are you worried about? Because that's what I thought the superstition was. But she said something totally different. I was like, whoa, shit, I never heard that one.
Here, let me read what I wrote down. It says, don't let anyone sweep your feet, or you'll forever be single. If you're single, you will never get married. If you're married, well, your marriage is about to be destroyed.
No.
What the hell?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Damn.
I didn't know there were different variations in it.
That's intense.
But then there's itchy palms, meaning you're gonna come across money.
Itchy.
Yeah.
What about itchy nipple? What does that mean?
I mean, you need to
Your
take,
nipples infected.
That means
'Cause
you
I
need to
had
take a
issue
shower.
earlier.
You were chafing.
you need to take a shower.
I put Vaseline in that shit earlier.
You talking about the piercing?
Yeah.
Like I said, your shit is infected.
It's not
Because
infected.
no, I'm telling you, because today my shit was itchy, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I took a shower, and I looked at it, and I was like, "Oh shit!"
But
Like,
it's,
what the fuck?
but it's the brown. Well, it's the outside part of
Oh,
it,
then I don't
not the
We're
where
gonna have
it's
to-
piercing. I'm
We're
sorry.
going to have to take a little break right here. We'll be right back to the Olla de Frijoles.
Estamos friendo right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise in the back. All right, Beaners, welcome back to the same episode from our short little break. And we're going to jump into Karen's corner so she can get her stuff off her chest.
Hey, you gotta sing the song.
Oh, yeah. In Karen's corner. Oh, living the good life. Okay, go.
Sound like a 90s sitcom.
What was that? Oh man.
That's your intro. It changes every podcast.
Well, here I am. It is me. I wanted to talk about sleep. How many of you guys sleep through the night?
Not me.
No.
I don't know. So what sleep? What is this sleep you speak
Oh
of?
dear Lord.
Yeah. I've
Okay.
heard of
No,
it in
I do not
textbooks.
sleep through the night. I
In
wake up at
textbooks.
least twice a night.
Well, I used to actually, when I closed my eyes, I didn't open them again until my alarm rang.
That's
But
perfect.
I did that
That's
last
dope.
night. But I never dream. And I think I've talked about this before. I do not dream. But I've had 2 dreams this week, so it's like literally mind blowing to me. I had to write them down.
Can I say something?
What?
Like, how do you know you don't dream?
Well,
because,
okay.
Because
You're
and
supposed
this
to dream.
No. I'm saying because usually people dream, but when they wake up, they don't remember.
Well, that's what I mean. Like
So-
my entire life, I've never.
you just never
remembered.
remembered your dreams.
But you have to dream, otherwise you go psychotic.
Ooh.
You have to dream.
So you're dreaming, you just can't remember anything.
None of ever. And most people usually remember.
For how many
at
years?
least 20. Well, I've had 2 dreams other than the same reoccurring nightmare in the last.
Oh, so you have
24
nightmares,
years.
not dreams.
I have the
No.
same reoccurring nightmare, but
Every day of your life.
no, I don't really remember
Just
anything.
anytime that she
unless-
has that nightmare, it's
I
the
remember
same
it.
one.
Yeah, it's the same one. It's part of like PTSD, but that's beside the point. I'm trying to talk about sleep, okay? So I wanted to talk about
It
this.
just trips me out how you don't dream.
I
I
do
dream every
I
night.
do dream.
does, she just
don't
doesn't remember.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember ever. I've only remembered 2 dreams, and it's actually happened this week. So I think I'm going through something
A
different.
breakthrough.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, I did start
It's
new
gotta be.
therapy, by the way, this past
Dope.
Monday. Hell yeah. Anyway, back to my stages of dreaming I wanted to talk about. there's 4 stages of dreaming.
Mhm.
Okay, the first one is when you're kind of like just dozing. You close your eyes, but you're like fully there, like still there.
Mhm.
That's like, it's called REM 1. And then REM 2 is whenever you start going into this deeper sleep, but you can still kind of like think, like you still are aware that you're, I guess, sleeping and trying to go to sleep.
How do you spell that?
REM.
Hey,
That's a
REM.
band. So you're telling me REM is...
in your dreams?
No, that's just what it's called, you guys.
No, I know, but the band named itself after the state of dream.
Oh, well then that's probably why.
No. Is it REM or R.E.M?
No, REM. REM.
No, see, REM is R period R-E period.
But I'm pretty sure it stands for...
That's probably why they did it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to look into that.
so stage 3 is whenever you sleep, but you don't really like have like the really vivid dream. You're not going to remember this dream. It's like the third sleep is like, or the third stage of dreaming happens about like an hour into like going to sleep, and it's mostly an emotional thing. That's just, and it's like a light sleep. I think that's what I kind of go into. Like, that's why I can't really fully dream, I guess.
So the more vivid, the less sleep you are?
No, the more vivid, the more
It's like
sleep. So the last stage,
So you're a deeper state of sleep.
yes, the last stage is just called REM. So that's like stage 4. That happens like 90 minutes after you have fallen asleep. And that's like the one where you would dream that your teeth fall out, or
I hear
where
that
you're
also.
falling from something, or you're being chased. Sorry.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
REM.
So, REM. Yes, the rapid eye movement, that happens in the third stage. But it's more like the 4th stage is wherever you actually dream. Like I said, when your teeth fall out, when you're chasing something or some shit like that. That happens in the last stage of dreaming, like 90 minutes after you fall asleep. And that's the one where you're actually like,
And that's the third one,
dreaming.
or
Yes,
the fourth one?
the 4th one. That's the actual dream. Like,
But
you know how you
see,
said,
but I
like, you
heard-
usually dream towards the end when you're about to wake up?
Yeah.
That's the last stage.
Yeah, okay.
That, and it's kind of weird because you go into the, like, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and then the 4th, like, the REM sleep, but then you kind of start over again, like, throughout the night. It's weird.
Okay, I get it. So basically, like, when you fall asleep, after a couple of, like an hour or so after falling asleep, you start dreaming.
Yeah.
And then there's a period where maybe you don't dream.
Yeah.
And then before you're going to wake up,
You go
back into the
Yes.
dream, and then you wake up,
Yes.
and that's the dream
That's
you
what
remember.
you remember. Yes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
it's a constant cycle all
Yes.
night.
Exactly. You
shit.
just don't.
So like
really-
if a dog barks and you're like,
you wake up, you
So you
gotta
gotta
kind
go
of
through that
start
whole
over.
cycle.
Yeah. That's so it's interrupted sleep. And like some of the things, we kind of talked about superstitions. I wanted to like kind of hit on a couple of things. I remember, I think you've shared, Daniela, that you dream sometimes your teeth fall out.
no, me.
Oh, I have
Or
to.
you?
All the time.
Well,
All the
okay,
time.
so that is, it's very common. It's a symbol in dreaming. And it means that you're worried about aging or being unattractive to others.
That's so
beautiful.
true.
That's
Because I'm
what-
old and
That's what.
What'd you say?
the
I said,
teeth-
but I'm beautiful.
Yes, you are.
Oh, thank you.
But anyway, so
What about me? Oh, no.
You're beautiful too.
you're
Yes,
you're
you are very
beautiful.
handsome.
Yes,
Hey,
absolutely.
Fuck off.
Swoosh your hair. Swoosh your hair.
No.
Yes.
Let it
So-
flow in the air.
Pull it all out.
That's oh my god. So that's the meaning of your teeth falling out. Some people, I think somebody said about being chased.
Yeah, where you can't run.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, so in a dream, it's really common and it's symbolizing it's not much about being chased, it's about who's chasing you. It could mean you're feeling threatened in some aspect of your life. And then also somebody mentioned being naked. Somebody, I remember somebody said about being naked. It's very common, and it represents your true self or feeling vulnerable and exposed.
This makes sense.
I don't want to touch on the naked dreams because I am not naked and exposed. There's a whole lot more going on in those dreams.
Oh my gosh. Well,
What do those mean?
Those are erotic dreams, Johnny?
Those are
Oh.
wet
Those are
dreams. The wet.
you're going through puberty.
Damn.
Yeah, you're a late
What
fucking
a-
bloomer. You're a
Shoot.
late
Oh
bloomer.
my god. Well, okay, so in my reoccurring nightmare that I always have had since I can remember, literally, like I was
Yes,
like maybe
I wanna
4.
know.
Okay, it's always the same dream, and it's always about my bed falling off a cliff, and it's like, okay, it's literally, I feel, y'all know, like in your
Are you
dream,
on
you
it?
jerk.
Are
Yeah,
you-
when you jerk hard,
Okay,
I hate
Those
that.
are,
Now imagine jerking, like just like being that scared the entire way down. So every time I have that nightmare, I literally wake up because I hit myself because I'm like screaming and like just falling
wailing
in my
out.
sleep.
Okay,
So you're on it.
Yes.
now let me ask you this. Like, that whole jerking thing. Now, does that only happen, like, during a dream? Or have you had that happen to you just randomly when you're asleep and just out of nowhere you just fucking just jerk?
Oh, I mean, when I'm barely falling asleep, because that's actually part of stage 2 sleep, when you're barely falling
Those are like
asleep.
panic attacks.
No.
Because I've had that.
It's just,
It happens to me all the time, and it pisses me
Like,
off.
I'm like so comfortable, and I
No,
know I'm like
it's your
asleep,
muscles.
and then all of a sudden, dude, my whole body just
Yeah, just,
fucking jerks.
and you're like,
what
Okay.
the?
No,
yeah, you're like,
it's-
excuse
hold
me,
on.
I'm trying to
Okay,
sleep here.
you know those videos where like somebody's playing baseball and then the ball hits the camera and you go,
Yeah.
Okay, it's like that, but in a sleep state.
Yes.
Like you can be doing something and something hits your face or something
You
and you
jerk.
you're like and you wake up. It's like I forgot what it's called.
It's a
Like your
reflex.
whole body like
Yeah, it's
jumps.
like
and
a
it's
panic
so
attack.
annoying.
And you keep waking up from it.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's-
talking about.
It just like for me, it just happens like once.
That
I'm
happens
like,
in the
what
beginning.
fuck?
In the
At
beginning.
the
But
beginning,
it feels so weird.
but
Yeah,
that's,
because you're really trying to sleep,
It's a flinch.
and your whole whole body
Yeah.
just
but that's
jerks
because so
you out of
whenever-
your sleep.
Whenever you first go to sleep, okay, we talked about how your body temperature changes.
That's
okay,
when it happens.
it's all yes, it happens
Yeah.
when your body's temperature starts changing because then your body realizes you're going like you're turning off, I guess, for the night. And so your muscles actually start falling asleep, but sometimes there's certain like tensions left in them, and it just kind of like, it just.
Like a
Yeah,
machine.
'cause
There's
that-
no-
that's exactly
But
when that
This
happens.
is literally just a physical aspect of sleeping. It has nothing to do with you actually.
Because that's
sleeping.
exactly when. Because I know I'm not like dreaming or nothing like that. It just happens, and it's always like it's like
At the
right
beginning.
when I'm like at the most fucking
asleep.
comfortable of my fucking like laying down sleeping. Like maybe I just like barely started falling asleep, and then all of a sudden I'm like woken up. I'm like, motherfucker!
Yeah, it pisses
like
me
what
off
the
every
You
fuck?
know, I mean, it has
Because
nothing
I
to do with
have
dreaming.
trouble sleeping as is.
But sometimes when they say I'm not as buzzed as I want to be, and I have to go to sleep, and no, because usually when I'm buzzed, like you didn't even know what time you fall asleep. You just lay your head and it's like poof, you're gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Mm-hmm.
But sometimes
Beautiful.
I'm not where I want to be, so I have to be like, I have to make myself sleepy. I guess there's certain times where I can. Right when I catch the sleep, I can feel my breathing pattern. And if I start faking it, like I'll fall asleep quicker. Does anybody else do that?
I know what you
Oh, you
mean,
make
but
yourself
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like,
I know what
I've
you're
never
like
talking
if
about.
I'm breathing normally, I won't go to sleep. But like I know how I breathe when I'm sleeping, kind of.
So
I'll
that's
start
round
going like
two.
this. Watch, I'll start going like this,
You try
like breathing
to
heavy,
make
yeah.
yourself in
And
that
it- yeah.
comfortable state.
and then my body's like, okay, you're about to go to sleep, and then poof.
No, it's not
I'm
your
out.
body. It's your mind. You've entered
Yeah.
RAM 2.
So do I do it in a state of consciousness
Yeah, no.
or unconsciousness?
Slight. It's like
A little bit of
lower. It's lower
Yeah.
than conscious. But yeah, it's actually
Oh.
RAM 2. Like that's whenever you kind of like can still redirect your thoughts before you actually like.
I thought it was a body thing though, because that's why like whenever you're feeling really nervous or you have anxiety, you control your breathing to help you relax.
But whenever you like, I think that's whenever his body temperature is already low, and that's whenever the breathing changes. Well, at least like
Yeah, because I've done it
it
after.
changes, right? Your body, your breathing, it changes. That's
Well-
not how you normally breathe.
No, I breathe like that once I'm like catching my sleep already.
Yeah.
Like she'll be like, "Baby, you're breathing heavy. You're going to sleep," and I'm like, "What? No, I'm not." But I can kind of hear it
It
and
is.
feel it.
Yeah.
So then I try to mimic it. Like if I watch like 2 YouTube videos and I'm like, I'm not going to sleep. Like I have to go to sleep to go to work or something. Then I'll shut my YouTube off and I'll just start breathing like that, like forcefully. But then it just naturally just shoop, I'll sleep. I'll like go right into sleep.
Sends him into sleep. So
That's really
That's
cool.
weird, huh?
No, but it's really cool that you can do that.
that you can do that. I cannot do anything.
Because Vicky's
to
like,
make me
dude,
sleep.
how are you asleep so fast? Because I'll like lay my head sometimes.
and then he's out.
And then I'm like, no, I'm like in.
Like
They
we'll
say
be
that-
literally having a conversation, and then I'm like,
There's no way you're
"Hello,
asleep.
Hello.
hello."
Hello, is anybody in
Yeah,
there?
and then
That's
he's
how
just
my
gone.
dad
They said the average person falls asleep within 9 minutes or 7 minutes.
It
something
takes
like
me
that.
hours.
9 to 7.
You're above average.
Yeah.
It takes me hours.
Like if I
Unless
start
I'm
doing the
drunk.
heavy breathing, like if I start faking it, yeah, it'll be a lot quicker. It's like 3 minutes.
On my
maybe.
sober nights, I'm like tossing and turning till like sometimes 3:30 in the morning.
That's because
But I have sleep apnea, so
Yeah,
if
my
I don't
brain
have my
will
machine
not
on, it ain't a
shut
long
off.
sleep. It'll probably be like an hour at the most. And I wake up, use the restroom, and then if I don't have that machine, if I have the machine on, fucking,
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead to the world. Motherfucking earthquake, goddamn, we can get bombed by.
I love it though because I can't sleep. So when his machine is on,
I'm out.
like you're out, which helps me actually relax throughout the night,
Yeah, I'm
even if
gone.
I don't fall asleep.
And I'll be gone for like a good 6 hours. Like I will not move.
He's like a rock.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess you
Beautiful.
kind of sleep like me then. Because literally usually when I shut my eyes, they don't open again.
And I
until
don't
alarm.
toss and turn either. If I have that machine on,
I don't know if I do.
if I'm
'cause
on
I
my
can't-
side,
You don't remember. You
I
just
just
sleep.
close my eyeballs and there I go.
if whichever side I'm on, if I'm my left or right, usually I'm on my left. If I put that machine on and I'm like this, I'll wake up
what
just
I-
like
that's
if
what
I'm like or like whichever my finger, it don't matter. If my hair's like this, I do not move. It's gonna be like this when I wake up.
That's crazy.
And then I'll take off my machine. I was like, whew, that was a good night's sleep, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Man?
Well, I have 2 things to share about dreams. Since we already talked about symbolism, my friend, whose mom that I asked her about superstitions, she said her mom told her that if you dream about a snake biting you, it means you're pregnant.
Oh,
really?
Lord.
I got a whole nother thing. Well, it says that it just you're dreaming. You have somebody that exhibits your life that is dirty or toxic and has a bad behavior.
Has anybody dreamt getting
then-
bit by snakes?
This
No.
toxic ass baby inside me that didn't want it.
That's what it is.
Damn.
Do you dream of a CVS after that dream or what? Like a plan B.
Plan B.
Go on.
But something else, which is embarrassing, but I don't know if we talked about this on the pod or if it was like off cameras, but you had talked about dreaming about having to use the bathroom and then you
And
wake
don't- yeah,
up
don't
and you
go.
like gotta go.
Yeah.
So I had this dream today, this morning, it wasn't even morning, but when I woke up for breakfast, I had like a fruit smoothie. So like fruit smoothies or like vegetable smoothies, those make me want to use the bathroom. So before I fell asleep, my stomach was hurting, but the pain went away. So I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm gonna go to sleep. In my dream, I farted. I sharded. In my dream, I sharded. And then as soon as I woke up, like I
You shit the whole bed?
no.
Oh.
As soon as I woke up, like I didn't even have time to finish like completely waking up. I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom right the fuck now.
So you like just
I opened my eyes. They were still like half open, half closed, and I just jumped out of bed and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom or I'm gonna shit myself.
I never had one like that.
Oh my goodness.
I never had a shitting dream.
Yeah.
I've always had pee dreams. Like,
Yeah, I've had
I
pee
a
dreams where I'm
funny
like,
dream.
oh my god, like I'm about to pee
No.
so good, and then you wake up and you're like, oh my god, and you're like,
No,
you know?
I like had to go in my dream and then I like farted, but it wasn't a fart because I poop came out and then I was like, oh, and then I woke up in real life and I was like, oh no.
Oh
And
no.
then,
oh no.
yeah,
Now that's what you call a shitty dream.
it was.
Okay, so to keep going on the whole dream thing, now I have another superstition that deals with dreams. Now it says, okay, make sure you tell someone about your nightmares or they will come true. Now, if you have a good dream, though, you got to keep that one to yourself, so that one comes true.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
Okay,
that.
so express your
Your
bad-
nightmares. Tell somebody your nightmares,
But
or
don't tell them the good ones.
don't know.
Okay, well, I have a
Those
nightmare
bitches to yourself.
when I took a nap when you're out.
Well, then that was my nightmare. I'm glad I told you guys,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna end up
Exactly.
shitting
Shitting
myself
yourself.
eventually.
She was out getting her nails done, and I had a small nap on the couch. Yeah, a small nap. We'll call it a nap. And I dreamt that somebody had gifted us a trailer. But this trailer was like trash, bro.
Like a trailer that you live in, or something
Yeah, a trailer that
cool?
you live in. No, a trailer that you live in. And for some reason, we had to live there.
Oh, like we didn't have
But
the
it was
choice.
like trash. Like I can remember all the trash in there, like newspapers on the couch.
Like
and-
hoarders.
yeah, and I was
Why
like,
didn't y'all throw it away?
no. But the person, I told her, I was like, you know, can we pay for somebody to clean it? They're like, no, you got to clean it. I was like, bitch, I got money. I want to pay for somebody to clean all this shit up because I didn't do it, and I don't want to clean it. And they were like, no, you can't. And I was like, you know what? Because
Like
you know,
those are the terms and conditions.
yeah.
You're gonna live here. You gotta live with this trash.
So then for some reason, I was like, nope, I'm gonna hire somebody, and we left and got drunk somewhere, but we had to come back. And I was like, fuck. I was like, we couldn't stay where we were at. We had to come back, and I drove drunk, but in a moped for some reason. I wasn't in a regular car. I was in a moped, and I was driving. And then we get there, and I forgot how trashed it was. So then I was like, nope, and I hooked it up to the moped, and I was like,
The trailer?
yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it to the people that are gonna clean it. They're gonna clean it tonight.
What the fuck?
I was like, they're gonna fucking clean it tonight because I gotta go to sleep somewhere. So I hooked it up to my moped, and I was like, babe, get on. So it hauled me, my big ass, you, and a whole double wide.
Sci-fi.
Wow.
That's a really good.
Fucking no, it was a single
moped.
wide. I'm sorry, it was a
That's,
single.
that's a good ass moped.
And then I just remember hooking it
Horsepower
up.
on it.
I remember hooking it up to the moped, and and the lady was like, for some reason she was there, the landlady, I don't know
Of
who
course
it
she
was. She was like, you can't do this, you can't do that. I was like, bitch, it's mine, and I'm gonna move it to go get it cleaned out. And then when we started moving, then I woke up.
Isn't that shit like attached to like water and plumbing and?
No,
is.
they're movable though.
It's still attached to all the
So
plumbing
yeah, it's
that's-
all the plumbing. Or else how the
Yeah.
fuck do you use the kitchen and the
I don't know,
bathroom?
but that was my-
every spot where they're set up, there's plumbing coming.
Down on
Yeah.
the ground.
Yeah.
But that was my nightmare kind of. And I woke up and I looked around, I was like, oh fuck,
Okay.
this house ain't that trashed.
I woke up this morning and cleaned the shit out of this house. What you talking about? I couldn't sleep.
All right, Karen, carry on.
Well, okay, so I had mentioned about my reoccurring nightmare, right? And the symbolism behind falling uncontrollably is that you feel out of control in your real life, and I feel like it's
Do you
true. What?
Do you though?
When I was younger, I don't really remember
But how
much of
about
my
now?
childhood. Well, I haven't had that nightmare since 2018, and 2018 was a very chaotic. My life was definitely out of control. So
Makes sense.
I feel like I guess that's why.
And that's when that dream started? Or that
No,
nightmare?
my dream has
Since she
been
was
happening
little.
since I was like 4
That
years
same
old.
bed one falling?
The same exact scenario too. The
That's crazy.
same
That's
exact
crazy.
one. Yeah.
I've never like heard people actually. I've seen it in like people talk about it in like movies and shows where they keep having the same bad nightmare, but
They're
like in
reoccurring,
real
yeah.
in real life, no one has ever told me like,
It's
yeah, I
just-
always have that
it's
same.
PTSD. That's what it is. It's post
I
traumatic. stress.
think the most common dream that I ever had was a teeth falling out one.
Yeah.
But it's not like every night.
But
I
that's,
have
that's
one
what
thing
it
to
is.
say about dreams that just reminded me since you guys haven't said this one, and then I'll tell you my dream. Have you guys ever had a dream that feels so real? Like I'm telling you, like when you wake up, you were like
Yes.
shocked that it wasn't real, but you wake up with those emotions, and you're like, okay, for me it was crying, and I woke up and I was full of tears, like my face was
Yeah.
wet. And I was like, and I couldn't breathe because like as hard as I was crying in that dream and how real that dream was, I woke up in that exact same state.
For me.
But
it
let me
was
tell you my dream.
Somebody stole my car.
Let me tell you
And
my
I
dream.
fucking woke up and like fucking ran out, and then I looked out my window and I was like, oh, it's still there.
My dream, and it's only happened once. Thank you. And then it was a nightmare, so that's why it's already expressed it. the night it happened.
So it's not gonna
It's not gonna happen. But I had a dream that mom died.
How fucking dare you?
It was horrible.
Well,
so
she
I was
expresses
like,
it, and it's not gonna happen, right?
I was hysterical. Like I
live
was
forever.
screaming. I know, right? I was screaming and I was crying and I was shaking and I was sweating. And when I woke up, like I shot up and I was like, still couldn't breathe. And I was like, and then I was like fucking just crying. And then I looked around and I was like, what the actual fuck? Like I was like completely hysterical, and I couldn't breathe. And like I woke him up and I'm just like fucking crying. So I was crying like that as I was sleeping. And that tripped me out because I've never had such a vivid, crazy dream where like all the emotions actually were there when I woke up.
I wasn't
And it was
fully
scary.
asleep, but I kind of like, it's like whenever you're starting to drift off into sleep, I fucking was drifting off into sleep that I was looking at my entire family burn in a fire.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
I literally I screamed. That's how I was like, we're not
what
going to
woke you up.
sleep no
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
You ever?
Yeah,
I didn't go back to
up
sleep
and you
that
stay
night.
up, you're like,
Awful.
fuck this. Okay, no, hold on.
It's like, I'm not going back to that train.
Let me ask
Fuck
you this.
that.
Exactly.
No, I'm not.
Exactly.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever woke up from like a bad dream and fell asleep, back asleep?
And that
then-
dream continues?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the time.
I've had that shit happen
All
to
the
me so
time.
many times that
And why doesn't it happen
every
with the
time-
good ones?
See,
I was
yeah,
about to
right?
say that. It's only with the
every
bad
time now
ones.
that I like wake up from like some type of nightmare,
I don't go back to sleep.
I'm like, fuck this shit.
Yep.
I stay up.
Yep.
I'm like, wait like an hour or whatever, and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back
I think
to sleep.
it's safe. I think it's
And
safe
then-
now.
Yes.
Yeah,
To
you're
go
like,
back
I think
and dream- to
like it's been a
dreamland.
good 10 minutes. I think I'm okay. I'm gonna start
Yeah.
a different
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how like vivid dreams can be. I feel like it's
And it
it's
starts.
insane.
Well, I
just
have one more symbol
Oh, no,
to
I've been
talk
doing that all
about.
the time. Mhm.
I hope that all of you guys dream about a horse because it is symbolizing positivity, endurance, power, freedom, and a drive. It could be like passion, sex drive, libido, everything. A horse.
It's just good all around in
Yes,
dreams.
you need to dream about a horse, okay?
So is that
I'm
where
gonna focus on a horse before I go to
Can we
Yeah.
take a hold on? A little pause.
So
I need to write this down. Dream
does
of
that
horse.
interact with that saying? Like if a woman comes up to somebody, who's like, "I'm here to see a man about a horse," I mean, she wants to.
Never heard about that.
I never heard that either.
I've never heard about that.
You never
but-
heard that saying?
But it would make sense.
I have.
There's a saying. It's here to see a man about a horse.
Wow. Well,
Unless it's a white horse and they're here for the booger sugar.
what does that mean?
The white horse.
Oh,
Or booger sugar.
What does
What-
booger sugar mean?
What you were doing in my dream that I had about.
Oh.
Booger sugar means cocaina.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a dream. Okay, so I told her earlier. I had a dream. Like a couple weeks ago. We were here, right? You were sitting there. I was sitting there. Vicky was doing her thing around there somewhere, and Donnie was sitting right there. And out of nowhere, Donnie sacó una bolsita, and she fucking just starts cutting up.
What?
And she looks at me, she's like, "You want some?" And I'm like,
Hell yeah.
I just shook my head no at her and started pointing at you and her and Vicky, like, no.
Like, don't
And
show
she's
this
like,
to them.
and she was like, okay. And then she just went,
How
I was like-
can you?
You badass
and
bitch.
I was like, what
If
the fuck?
there's
And
snow,
then,
I'm going skiing. No, I don't do that.
Nice. I never heard of that one. That was fucking great.
and
I
it
heard
just,
that in
I
the
woke up and it
video.
was fucking
That wasn't
tripping me
my
out.
original line.
It's okay. This ain't TikTok yet.
Hey, that was one of my lines.
Yeah, it's not an
before.
original sound or
Oh.
anything.
I used to say that shit before.
If there's snow, I'm going skiing.
If there's snow, I'm going skiing. If there's ice, I'm fucking ice skating.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Well, if there's boobies, I'm going boating, okay?
Ooh, good one.
Okay.
Let's combine all three of those, and it's a party.
Okay, that
You mean
was
motorboating?
exactly. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna end my topic
We're talking
about
about
dreams.
dreams. You guys got all R-rated. I'm playing. Go ahead.
Dreams
It's an
can also be
adult
like that.
podcast.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to
Bitch.
end my topic about dreams with a couple of tips to sleep through the night or just generally try
please,
to go to
'cause
sleep.
I definitely need those.
Yeah, give me those because I already tried drinking, smoking, melatonin. It ain't happening, y'all.
Okay, so.
Yeah, no, because we couldn't. Sorry, not to cut you off, but
You're okay.
the reason is we can't sleep, and then we became alcoholics. Oh my god!
Or is it
So
backwards, though?
Wait a minute.
We became alcoholics.
I mean,
And
Who are
then we
you, a
couldn't sleep.
therapist? Get out of here, no.
She's
No,
my
it was a
therapist.
joke.
kind of, sort of. We like to rage sometimes.
Yes. It's fucking rage.
Let me
Hormone
clean
monsters here.
that. No, keep going. It was a bad joke.
Okay. One thing you can do is increase the bright light exposure during the day. So, like, go outside, bruh. Go outside.
I'm outside all the time.
Go outside.
Well, at work, it's hella bright. They just put new fluorescent lights.
No,
The fluorescent
she's
lights
not
make
She's
it
Natural.
outside.
Natural.
Like, go
Horrible.
outside.
I think
Yellow light.
fluorescent's
I
like
feel like
Fluorescent light.
No, because we have these fluorescent lights that were bright, and they just exchange them for these brighter ones, and I'm like, I'm blind, y'all.
She's like, I stare into LEDs all day.
Yeah.
Well,
It's true though. It's
She's
true.
gonna fucking text
Did
you one day, Karen, this shit is not working. I'm staring at this light and I can't fall asleep.
Okay, so
She's like, I'm negative 1.2225. That's high, isn't it?
this is going a little bit off my little tips, but it's just a nerd moment that I'm having. LED lights actually produce less amount of rays than yellow lights. It's just that they're brighter because it's just less of them. But the yellow lights look a little bit dimmer because they produce so much. We just can't see the rest of them.
Ooh.
That's too scientific for me.
Yeah, you lost me on
Okay.
Lights.
Anyway, back to my tips. Okay, the reason why being exposed to bright lights during the day is because
natural lighting. Sorry.
Yeah, natural lighting is like
The sun.
Your body naturally
Como que la luna,
has
güey.
hormones. So
I was just talking for the pod. Like, why you gotta fucking take my
What
shine?
was it? Sorry.
Ay, Dios mío.
Jesus Christ.
So the body, you're trying to make it release the right hormones. Whenever you give it light, it's like, oh, I'm awake, blah blah blah. Let's release oxytocin and endorphin, and let's get going. You know what I mean? And whenever
That also falls into the same category as exercising.
happiness, exercise,
Yes.
yes, let's go.
Exercising gives you more endorphin and you can
It
see better.
does. It really
So-
does. I used to go to the gym a
So
lot.
could you say work out before you go to sleep?
So do
No.
I need a membership?
I mean, yes, but you gotta let
Oh,
it.
now I'm confused.
You
Yes or
gotta-
no?
Okay.
Yes, but not right before you go to sleep.
Right.
Well,
exactly.
when you're done exercising, you still have all that energy.
Yeah,
so
you have a
gotta-
lot
have
of
to
energy.
Wait a little
You have
bit
to wait a
before you.
while.
I heard
don't
the
work
best
out
time
in
to
You
the
eat.
think working out makes you tired, but actually it does the opposite
Yeah,
for a
you
while.
Yeah.
I heard the best time to
Yeah.
eat is after
Yeah.
a workout too.
Yes.
Because your body's like working overtime, and then whatever
You
you
should-
eat, it fucking.
2 hours. If you work out, eat within 2 hours.
So that's,
And if
that's
you're
why
trying to
there's-
build muscle, drink your protein or eat protein
Oh.
within 30 minutes.
I thought you were
of
gonna say
working out.
just go drinking.
No
Oh,
food, not beer, fucker.
Okay, so
You're
another
a
tip.
true and one and only food.
Oh my god. Another
My socks
tip
are
is
long.
to reduce blue light
Higher the socks,
exposure.
let down to the food.
Blue light exposure, you probably need like special glasses. My sister is the only nerdy one that I know that uses the actual reducing the blue light exposure
I
glasses.
have blue blocker
Yes,
in
I'm
my.
saying
I
no.
have blue blocker
That's what
in
I'm
my
about to
My
say.
sis over
glasses.
here.
Okay, I know too.
And my glasses, when I wear them, have the same thing.
Yeah, because
I
if
think-
you work,
Oh, and Damien's
well,
do
everyone
too.
that wears glasses should have blue blocker
Yeah.
because
It's-
nowadays everyone uses their phone, laptop, watches TV,
Yeah.
have their tablet. So everyone that wears glasses should have them. But I have a friend at work. She gets her prescription because she wears colored contacts. So she'll get just the blue blockers on her glasses and she'll just wear them like as an accessory. But yeah.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, you can get glasses with just the blue blocker and no prescription.
I don't know if I read it
Okay.
or if Nani told me. I'm pretty sure it's either one or. But the longer you stare at that blue screen, like tablets or TV, and like, it you can't sleep.
No,
Like
yes,
it prevents
yes.
you from sleeping.
Yes, it does because
The
it
amount
messes.
that goes into your brain, I guess, or something like that.
No, it messes with your circadian rhythm, which is like your natural timer
Yeah.
in your body, and your body actually thinks it's daylight because it has so much of that in it.
That's why Angel can't fucking sleep.
Can't
no
fucking
more.
Well, iPhone settings, they have that where the light in your phone, it changes. Like if it's during the day, it'll be a certain color. I think at night it turns like a orange, yellowish tint.
You can block
Our
the
phones
blue
have
light.
that, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't know about
I have
Androids, but iPhones, they do it.
I think they do.
Yeah, they just automatically do it depending on the time of day. That
Mine
way,
doesn't
whenever
do that. I don't
Yes,
think.
it
you
does.
have to go to
Yes,
your
it does.
settings. Yeah, because you have a
I just
newer
remember
iPhone
that.
than
I don't know
mine.
why the fuck I haven't done that shit at night.
So try that. Like take off the blue light in the
Yeah.
evening. Try that. Maybe it helps. Another thing is, of course, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard this, but don't fucking drink coffee
No,
when
say
you're
that.
about to go to sleep. Don't
Oh,
reduce
no.
caffeine.
I had bronchitis. Just so you know.
Coffee is for the morning.
Yeah, coffee's for the morning, but
Or any type of
Coca-Cola,
caffeine.
tea.
You know what's fucked up?
So why do Hispanic families like drinking coffee at
I
night?
don't fucking know.
Think
My
it's just
dad
like-
calls
I don't know,
that
it's
breakfast.
Con un
Yeah.
pan.
Con un
panecito.
pan.
Yeah.
I think honestly, I think it's just the hominess of it,
Yeah.
the family of it, because it totally
Okay.
does the opposite.
It's hot chocolate. When you do hot chocolate.
No
Yeah, hell
caffeine.
no. Coffee
at
makes me
night.
hella lit. I'd be like fucking hella turned.
Hell yeah, especially
In
if
the
it's
mornings.
motherfucking ¿cómo se llama? Bojangles coffee. Your mom and this girl, they'll be like at the pulga, like, oh, vamos a ver todo, ahorita vamos a ver todo, drink coffee, and I was like, what the fuck wrong with you guys? Yeah.
I'd be hyped.
They be fucking.
Caffeine is
and everyone's like,
like,
¿tienes hambre? No, ahorita no tengo hambre. Okay, vamos a la otra pulga. You're like,
Like,
oh, you're
I'm
in
switch
Tennessee
to
living that shit. And I'm like, where you at,
Teas
babe?
that have caffeine is more
I do that.
natural.
I do that too. I
It's
love my
better
black
for your-
tea.
It's better for your body.
My black tea.
But then half an hour
black
later,
tea is yummy.
she's dehydrated
English.
as
It's
fuck.
English tea. It's
She's like,
yummy.
babe, I feel so sick. Oh my god, I need water.
Mine
She's
right
like,
now, I would show it
"Mm."
to you, but mine right now is at work. Because I took
Another
to
good
work.
thing that I would think would be a good thing: drink chamomile tea before bed.
Yes, chamomile tea is very good.
Look,
That's
It's relaxation.
my favorite. Yep.
you guys think I'm fucking lying, but like I've
tea all the
tried
time.
Hey.
everything.
We have nighttime tea. We have
And they're all
bedtime
full.
tea. We have.
Look. I
Yeah,
got sleepy
that one hasn't
time.
even been opened.
Yeah, because
That
this
one's
one's almost.
full,
No, I use it. It's called Sleepy Time Tea
but it's not chamomile tea.
Extra. There's chamomile in this.
But it's not chamomile tea.
Extra. Okay?
You should
Then
try
I
to
have
do-
this one. I haven't opened yet because I just got it. And this one's called Sleepy Time with Immune Boost.
You should get
just
a
get
tea kettle
pure
like my
chamomile
mom
tea.
has. I feel like loose leaf tea is way better than
Way better?
bag
Stronger?
tea, especially flavor wise. But bag
I don't
tea,
like the fruit crap though. You know how I am.
That's
I
not
drink it
good.
cold. I make it and then I put a bunch of ice and I drink it like
It's like
a
going to
sweet
Starbucks.
tea or
Getting
yeah.
a
don't
dragon
like
fruit
that.
tea.
I don't
Drink
like
it
that.
cold. I don't like drinking it hot, but I can drink it cold.
Uh huh.
My favorite is
More-
lemongrass.
more
I just
notes,
don't
more
like anything
notes.
fruity.
Lemongrass.
One thing y'all probably won't like is
Welcome home to my beautiful daughter.
Good morning. I mean, good morning.
because you didn't text me back.
Hello, Melina.
I don't even have my phone on me.
Say hi to the podcast.
Hello.
Beautiful Melina just walked in with her fine self.
She just got off of work, huh? Working, yeah.
Working
Woman.
woman.
Making them big dollars.
Saturday.
Yes. Okay. Another tip is
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all
unfortunately,
could stop putting stuff in there.
whenever
Nah.
y'all talk about you're not tipsy enough to go to sleep, you're actually supposed to not drink alcohol before you go to sleep.
Oh.
Because it messes with your hormones. So alcohol is actually a poison. Literally,
Facts.
that's what
Yeah.
it does. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why you get drunk. Okay. So the things that you're putting in your body, okay, they kind of like mess with the equilibrium of your brain. Literally.
Since you're knowledgeable
That's why
on
you
this, or it seems like you are, the days that I do not drink, I sometimes don't sleep the whole entire night at all.
Which is because your
I don't.
body is used
It's
to
dependent.
having
Alcohol.
that drink.
Like
We're
I'll
dependent on
take,
the alcohol.
I'll
Yes.
take melatonin. Like I'll do the whole thing. I'll drink like 4 of those fucking
Dude.
cups of tea.
Look,
extra
look,
sleepy
look,
time.
hold on.
Hold on. I have one thing to tell you.
Sometimes I have to take horse tranquilizers to go to sleep.
Anthony, just throw yourself away. What the fuck?
Throw yourself away.
Yeah.
Basura.
No,
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
playing.
Ya no
but-
sirves, güey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ya no sirves.
How many days have you consecutively not consumed alcohol before trying to go to sleep a full night?
2.
Okay, that doesn't work. Your body naturally you shed cells. Okay, your heart, your brain, your
2.
skin,
Oh.
your nails. It's all made out of cells. You literally have a whole entire new body after 3 months. That's how long your body takes to generate a new. Okay, so you need at least, they say you need at least 6 weeks to break a bad habit, but you need 3 months to actually physically gain a new habit.
And
That's like saying like
that's facts.
That's
Because-
literal facts.
Sorry.
Yes,
Because,
throw me away then.
no, because when I stopped doing meth,
3 months, right?
it took 3 months for me to actually be able to fucking fall asleep and actually have a good night's
Function.
sleep
Yes,
and be able to function correctly.
yes.
Let me ask you, did you ever go to the, like, I mean, I know, I seen like detoxing on TV and
With
shit
meth,
like that.
no.
You didn't go like to the night sweats
Dude, okay,
and fucking
no,
the pain?
that was only with
Like,
pills. With pills, I did.
Yeah.
With pills, everything
I
you saw on
forgot.
TV,
Yeah, what you
that
recovered,
shit was
what Johnny
fucking
recovered from
horrible.
wasn't meth.
It was when we
No, I
moved
know.
here. When we moved
No,
to
when we
North
moved here, I'm
Carolina,
talking about.
No, he got into opioids.
Yeah,
opiates.
that's what I'm
Opiates.
talking about.
here, that was like the
That's
worst.
a new Transformer, by the way.
Cause that shit, I had all that. I could not fucking sleep. Like I would fucking throw up because I needed
The
that
opioids
shit.
or the meth?
No, with the opioids.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Is it opiates or
and like
opioids?
opiates.
Opiates.
It's the same
It's
shit.
the same
It's
thing.
the
Your
same
body is dependent upon
Now,
that chemical change.
With the meth, like when we moved over here, it had been like days that I had not
But
slept.
is it like the movies where
And
like you're
whenever
like fucking hurting and shit?
With the pills, yes.
Nuh-uh.
The opiates, yes.
You
it
can die
was.
from that shit. You didn't have no like medical help or nothing?
No.
no,
I just fucking went.
you
just,
don't normally
How long-
die.
damn, you a bad bitch.
How
I had to.
How long did
that
it
was the
last?
only way I felt like I was gonna stop. If I fucking started doing like the methadone and all that bullshit, that's just another drug you're taking.
How long did it
to try to
last?
stop? Like a week.
10 days.
Okay,
the
whenever
tops.
we left here, it took 3 days to fucking get to Cali on Greyhound, and those fucking 3 days were
hell.
fucking hell.
Day 2
Oh, you
is
didn't
the
have
worst,
shit.
ain't it?
It was no. Oh, and the fucking craziest shit happened on the way there. We get to, I think it was either New Mexico or Arizona, and you know the bus stops at like a gas station where you can get drinks, snacks, whatever.
You have to say.
We're in line to pay for some shit that we had like snacks, and no fucking lie, dude. We're in line, and I'm like, I tell crazy bitch.
Crazy bitch. That is her name.
Hey, I was like,
We have
the fuck
dubbed
is
her
that?
crazy bitch.
And she's like, what? That little fucking bag on the floor. It's like, I don't know. I was like, I think that's some shit. And, we're pulling up. It's like, hey, when we get close, fucking get it. We fucking get closer. She fucking goes down and get it. And it was a fucking little bag of meth.
No.
Wow.
El Diablo
You know,
is everywhere,
no,
bro.
no. Did you know? I swear, this is a quote by Albert Einstein. Coincidences do not exist. Coincidences are God's way of staying anonymous. That shit was just a test. That
Because
shit was a
Diablo.
test. That shit was meant to
And I
happen.
fail every time.
He didn't pass that test. You
A
guys did it?
test. Did you do it?
Yes.
What?
How much
It
was
was-
it? Like a bump for like each of you? Or what?
Enough to get us to the fucking
For the rest of the way.
fucking to Cali. Once we were in Cali, I was good. Like after that, we got there and then we were at the pastor's fucking house living there.
Yeah.
So
I missed the story.
There was like all this Christian talk and all that stuff, and I was like really not getting into it, but I was like, it was keeping my mind off of other other shit. So I was actually focused on other stuff other than fucking getting a fucking fix or something like that.
Of course,
And-
your value, like
Yeah.
your priorities changed.
But crazy bitch wasn't. And it just, but so like after a week, I was good. I wasn't good, but I was good.
Yeah.
Es El
Like I was-
Diablo.
It's the
because-
first 3 days, right? The first 3 days are the
3
hardest.
You know
Yeah.
why? Because I've told the story time and time again. I don't know if I told it on this podcast before, but when I was younger and we were underage, we couldn't buy beer. Mm-hmm. We went in. It was me, Marvin, and Tony. We went to 7-Eleven to buy some beer, and we had scrounged like fucking change and whatever our mom can give us. You know, just shitty people. And we put all our fucking change together, all our bills together, and we went to 7-Eleven. We went and Marvin always had a beard, so we sent him in there because they would sell it to him. And we're like, dude, buy whatever, the most you can buy for whatever we had. So he went in there and he came back out. He's like, dude, we can get this 18-pack if we had like, I think it was like $2 more or something. And we're outside trying to figure out how we're gonna get this money. I was like, man, what can we do for $2? Like, who can we borrow it from or whatever? And we're talking among us three. And out of nowhere, there was a black BMW with tinted windows like a motherfucker where we couldn't see inside.
I remember this story.
And the window lowers just like a crack like this. And the guy's like, hey. And we're like, what? He's like, how much y'all need? And then we were like, don't go. We're like, nah, we don't know who this is. Like, fuck no. Like, oh, thanks, buddy. He's like, nah, man, I got y'all. He's like, how much y'all need? And then Marvin was like, he walked up there. He was like, oh, I need so-and-so. And he put out a bill, like a $5 or $10 bill, just out the window like this. And then Marvin's like, phoop. And he put his hand in, put the window up, and he took off. And I was like, dude, that's the devil. I was like, that was the fucking devil. He had long nails and like shine, like they were polished, like long fucking nails.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, he took the money.
Call me the devil because I've done that shit to people before.
No, but the reason I said that is because the way
yeah. You know, I feel
his vehicle,
it was sketchy.
Yeah, his vehicle, we couldn't see who he was. His voice was crazy.
He didn't even show his face.
He didn't show his face. And how can he hear us with the windows up outside on the side of 7-Eleven? You know, right there where Tampa and
I'm gonna tell you because you can tell when people.
Where Albertsons was, across the street.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, there's no way that he could have heard us.
He probably just.
But okay,
assumed.
were you guys there in the parking lot, like?
Do you have your money out?
Discussing that situation.
Like, let's say this is the entrance, right?
Yeah.
We're over there by that stone wall over there by closer to Albertsons than closer.
Like a
Yeah.
good 10 feet.
We're probably like a good 15, 20 feet from the guy.
Damn. But I'm pretty sure he saw you guys' kind of
Demeanor.
body language.
And I was like, dude, that's the devil. Me and Tony were like, dude, don't do it. Mom was like, nah, I'm gonna get it. And he took it, and he bought the beer, we drank it, but the whole night, dude, we were talking about it, like, dude, that don't seem right. Like, I don't know if I want to drink this beer, and I was like, I don't know. Okay, that was my.
Well, that was a good story. That's crazy. Okay, so earlier you talked about exercising. Exercising is good, just not before bed, because like Vicky said. You get like endorphin and oxytocin going in your brain, and you start getting all happy, and you want to do, It's like I don't know.
Like you want to party, like you just.
It's like when you fucking hit a line of coca and you want to keep on fucking.
It's
partying.
like this meme that says, "Does anybody else want to get their life together at 3 a.m.?" That kind of feeling.
Okay.
Yeah. I've had those. Whenever I was living on my own, I'd have like energy at night, and I was like, I don't know what to do with myself, and I'd hit up Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
There was
That's
this one.
scary
At
for
3
a
in
chick,
the morning?
though.
But you were close by.
Yeah, I
That
was.
was dope.
Yeah, and I
It's
just
24 hours.
Yeah.
There was one time where I couldn't go to sleep all night, and it was like 5 in the morning. So I don't know why, but I just assumed no one was gonna be there.
Hold on. It was early in the morning when you woke up. It was 5 in the morning.
No, she
when did you wake
didn't go
up?
to sleep.
No, I didn't really
Oh,
go
you
to
couldn't
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep, and it was like 5 in the morning. So I like went to Planet Fitness, and I thought it was gonna be empty because I was like, this is really early. It was
That's like the
packed.
perfect time. A lot of people like to
so
work out
full.
before work.
Yeah.
It was so full, it like killed my whole vibe, and I was like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna come back at 3 in the morning when it's empty.
Yeah, a lot of people like to like work do a little pre-workout before they go to their jobs.
Yeah, because you know most gyms have like the shower and all that, and there was girls in the room
Also
like
to work
blow
out.
drying their hair and stuff, and I was like, there's too many people. I gotta leave.
You ever go there for the free pizza?
They never had it when I went.
I know Mondays.
That's what
Yeah,
McDonald's
Mondays-
across the street is for.
Mondays was free pizza at Planet Fitness.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they buy a shit ton of
They
Little
do.
Caesar pizzas.
Yeah, I don't know if they do that anymore, but yeah, they used to have
That's
a pizza
genius.
day.
That's genius. That's like
No.
the dentist giving
Genius,
out
no.
free lollipops
Genius
before you
is
leave.
fucking opening a fucking pizza place right next
Yo.
to the gym.
Maybe.
They had a Chinese restaurant near the gym, so
Yeah, that's
Mecklenburg or something.
Oh, it's Thai.
It's Thai food, yeah.
it's McVeely.
Cause that's what Leslie told me one time. Leslie told me that one time, Eddie, he started going to the gym,
What you call?
and right next to the gym there was a fucking pizza place. So this motherfucker would go work out and then go right to the pizza place
I need
right
some
after.
pizza.
What'd you
Yeah.
call it again?
Mecklenburg? Isn't it Mecklenburg? Meckle something.
I had
it
some
called?
person that I worked with. They called it Machiavelli. Like, you ever ate a Machiavelli? And I was like, well, Tupac has a fucking restaurant.
Machiavelli.
That's what I used to call it.
What's a
Machiavelli.
Machiavelli?
What's it
It's a
called?
Thai restaurant right
I
next
thought it was
to.
called Mecklenburg.
No, it's called McVeely.
McVeely?
Yeah.
I don't even think that's the correct
Yeah,
pronunciation.
some an Asian person told me it was called.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Well, that place is
If an
really
Asian
good.
person told you, it must be true.
We'll go across the street to Thai Lotus. 'cause
Yeah,
their
Thai
food-
Lotus is
Is amazing.
Or-
Everybody Thai Lotus and
It's-
Hickory
it's
Wood
like
27.
Across from the Thai Lotus and just go to Mickey D's
no.
and spend
I don't like
$3 on 2 chicken sandwiches.
I got an egg biscuit
Or
and
you
a
can
hash
get
brown.
2 sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffins for $4.
You ever seen that video where the guy
I
gets
just
a
get
hash
cream,
brown
strawberry and
and he
cream
bites
pie.
into it and it's like burnt? And he's like, all I got was the brown. He's like, where's the hash? Where's the hash? Yeah, this motherfucker just brown. And I mean, it was
fucked up.
crumbling though. Like he bit it and it was like bits
Oh,
and
that's a
pieces.
shitty way to start
He
your
said,
day.
yeah, he said, this ain't no hash brown. I got the brown. He's like, where's the hash?
Honestly, that's perfect for me because I like burnt things.
Okay, what?
Anyway, last 2 things. Don't drink water before or any liquids before you go to sleep because of course you'll wake up in the middle of the night and gotta pee
Yeah.
and then gotta fall asleep all over
I
again.
heard it's good to drink like
For me, I
Water-
have
water
to
before you
pee
sleep.
whether it doesn't matter
Really?
because diabetes. So I'll have to wake up.
She's old.
Well,
No,
you
it's just
are you
diabetes.
also drink before you go to sleep though. So
True,
that's the reason why you gotta go to pee.
I sleep through it. I wake up, I have to pee, and I'm like, no, and I go
Yeah.
back to sleep.
I
I can't help it
I hold
because
Donnie
my
sleeps through
sugar
piss,
is so
No.
high.
do
Like,
shit.
Yeah, I
Wait a
sleep
couple
through
more
it. I'm
years.
like,
Wait a couple more years.
well,
That
I'm
shit'll
gonna
stop.
wear a diaper.
Nah, she's just gonna do Kegels and she's gonna be
Oh
fine.
my god.
Oh,
Anyway,
why would you do that? Why would you say that?
because I'm trying to get to the last tip, okay? The last
The last. Okay, go ahead.
tip before you to go to sleep is that you should create a routine.
Like, do Kegels.
No, you keep bringing it up.
Why? Hey, did you guys know that guys can do that too? By the way. Anyway, so
Let's not go into depth about
let's
that
not
right
go
now.
into depth about Kegels. Let's go into depth about like routine. So like
Yeah, Jack
my
Black.
routine.
It's in
I
Jack Black's
actually
movie.
started doing a routine.
You're called cockroach.
what is it?
Jesus Christ.
Okay, go. You're right.
So my routine, I mentioned before that I bought like this $3 little calendar from Dollar General, and in there I like write certain things down. So I go there, I check in with myself. That's number 1. Number 2, I go and wash my face. Okay, wash my face, do my skincare. I feel so much better about myself when I do my skincare. It's like, oh, you actually love yourself today. You know, I don't know. Anyway,
Makes
Makes
sense.
sense.
Yeah.
so I did my
Jinx, you owe me a
skincare.
beer.
We didn't say it at the same time.
Okay, certain things that the internet says you can do is like meditate, listen to a certain song. See, okay, so one thing that I really do recommend 2018 was very rough for me. Very, very hard. That's whenever I was having the nightmares about my family's burning and I was watching it. Like, this is very, very, I couldn't sleep,
Yeah,
okay?
you didn't talk about the second one. You don't have to, but
So 2018 is really hard. The way I literally used to sleep like 2 hours and go to work. Like or sometimes I wouldn't even sleep at all. It was very
That's
very
me now,
It was a very very hard year for me. 2018 was horrible. the way I started getting back into like a pattern of fucking going to sleep, I have to look up the name, but I'm pretty sure if you look up in Google and you find an app, it's you basically the app, you download it and it gives you like a little trial and it's a story. Okay, so like you push play and you'll hear in the background like the ocean, or you hear in the background like
Is it calm?
yes, but then it tells you a
calming
story.
music.
No,
Calming music.
No, I'm talking about the app.
Yes.
It's called Calm.
Yes, it is. I think it's called Calm. And so you listen. It's like a background noise, and then she starts telling you a story, and it's like a very soothing voice.
It's like an app to meditate.
Listen, I never got through a single story. That shit put me to sleep.
What does she sound like?
Probably
She sounds like
very
who does the voice
serene.
for in the movie Her?
She talks about there
Oh.
was these two birds, and they were sitting in a swan. And then, like, I'm literally talking. This is just made out of my
You gotta
imagination.
download that.
But no, I literally never heard an entire story because I fell the fuck asleep. I mean,
fuck her
knocked
stories.
out. Knocked
You know
the
who I
fuck
think I would
out.
fall asleep listening to? That fucking guy from Vising. That old guy, for dry, itchy eyes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know who
You know
you're
what I'm
talking
talking
about. Yeah.
What in the actual flip? Oh my
Oh man, because
Ben
you're young.
Stein.
Yeah, I know who
Is
you're.
that what his name
Ben
is?
Stein. Yep.
You're
That's
too
his
young.
name.
You probably wouldn't know. He was on movies and like on.
He had
He's
that
an
show,
actor.
Win
He's an
Ben
actor.
Stein's Money.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm,
you got it.
he
You're
sure
too
did.
young.
I don't know.
You were like Melina's age when he was out.
He's
and about.
this Jewish actor, and
Yeah.
He's really smart.
when he talks, that's exactly how he talks.
Yeah. For
Like-
dry, itchy eyes, get Vising.
Okay,
Oh, get
well-
clear eyes. Clear eyes.
Okay.
And it's like
okay.
so monotone, I guess. what you call
Okay,
it.
so it's like this monotone, sleepy, soothing voice, and I literally never got to a single story because I fell the fuck asleep. Okay, I remember there was one about frogs, and then there was one about like a lake. That I don't remember
Yeah.
anything else.
For all
That
you
is
know,
a very
she could
good
have been
app,
like, there was 2 frogs in a pond.
and they were like,
And
One murdered each other. Yeah.
And I bet you're fucking asleep right now, bitch.
basically,
My
yeah.
voice just put you out.
Wow.
What the
So-
fuck you gonna do
No,
now?
it's funny because I had a 3-day orientation this one time for an old job that I had.
Oh
And
my god.
The first 2 days were all happy, like teamwork and doing stuff, and they gave us pizza. We're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I want to work here, fucking till I retire. Everybody's like, yeah, like doing all kinds of activities and this and that. And then the last day, they had to tell us about all the rules and insurance stuff and bank and all the boring stuff, right? But they made it like a presentation. And the dude that was talking talked exactly like Ben Stein. Okay, hold on, tongue. And it's just like, what a downer, dude. Like, after the first 2 days, you're all hype, and then the last day, you go in and you listen to that shit. You would look around, and people were like, and I was like, why would you do that? I was like,
Bring
sprinkle
a
that
hype. Yeah, bring a hype
Start with
person
that
in for
and
that.
then-
shit. Or start with it, or sprinkle that shit in between the activities. Like, why would you? Anyways, it was stupid. Fuck that place.
That
anyways.
reminds me of a job that I started at hospice, and they had a thing that they called a fun fair.
What the fuck at hospice?
Yeah, a fun
Oh,
fair
no.
for the employees, and it was an educational thing. But
What was
I,
it like? Guess the next.
they called
Shut
it.
up.
They called it a fun fair, and it was anything but fun because they made you do like little tests and quizzes and had these educational presentations. I was like, this is not a fun fair. This is horrible. This is the opposite
This
of
is
a fun.
school.
Yeah, I was like, they tricked me. I've been bamboozled. This is not a I was so mad when I left. I was like, why the fuck did they call it a fun fair?
That
To make you go.
I guess.
that shit is just.
It was
wrong.
the unfair fun fair.
That's just wrong. Anyway, yes, you should listen to that lady talk about soothing things and go to sleep.
I'm gonna look that up seriously.
Calm.
I really
it's called
am.
it's,
Go ahead.
well,
Do
Johnny
it.
says it's called
There's-
calm.
Yeah, let me go
Calm.
ahead.
That shit
On the
is
App Store?
amazing, bruh.
Calm.
And then it's
Oh, that-
free. You get to try your little trial and listen. And if you like it, I think it's like $7.99 or something a month. Anyway,
Is this what it looks like? That blue app?
I have no
Let me see.
clue. I thought it was green.
Yeah, but
They coulda
that's the one I'm
changed
talking
the-
about.
Yeah, I could have changed it.
Is it blue?
No,
that-
okay. How
That's
about
the one.
The blue one?
It says
Meditation.
meditation and
That's
sleep
the one.
stories.
That's the one.
Those are both the
Does
same.
that conclude your
That's the one.
Let me
segment?
see yours.
Yes,
same one.
and read a book.
Okay, it's mine.
Read a book.
Read
okay.
a book, okay?
That-
I'm bad about reading books because I'm like, if it's
No,
once
if it's
to
good,
a book,
I'm never gonna put it down.
I like to read books in one sitting. It's like watching a show. I'm a binger.
I'm a
I
binger
binge
like a
watch
motherfucker.
TV shows and I binge my books.
Well, that concludes
like
Karen's
Digital
Corner.
Detective. I've been watching it at work when I can watch it at work, and then I come home and I put it on here, and that's how I watched the whole first season. Because I would watch it at work, and then I would come home and put it on here. Because I put it.
And trying to get everybody mentally healthy.
Please, people. Exercise, drink water,
Oh, we
try
already-
to fucking
we already-
sleep.
How much?
We already sang your outro.
And that is it. Thank you.
Okay. Does anybody else have anything else to say before we close this out? Any stories?
I think
Any-
we still had some.
We could put it on pause.
Okay,
we only
hold
taking
on.
one break.
Yeah, let's take a break
take a
so we can
break.
talk about.
One real quick thing I have to add to. Okay, so another Mexican superstition. Supposedly, a way to get rid of fear
Say-
is to eat pan dulce.
No.
What the fuck?
Okay,
I
pause
heard
it.
Pause it now.
Yeah, we'll let
Heard
you.
bolillo.
We'll let you. We'll let the listeners think about that one. Cause I gotta think about that
Hey,
one.
my mama told me that one.
I think it was a fat Mexican fucking tío that said that. Estoy asustado que era un pinche pan dulce. No, hold on. We'll be right back, guys. Welcome back to the Olla de Frijoles. One of our co-hosts had to leave, Miss Karen. And we're going to keep continuing
Continuing.
on our original subject because our Karen's Corner had ended. So
She was like, bye, losers.
we're going to keep continuing on our superstitions. And the first one is Donnie. Donnie, what was your superstition that you wanted to come up
Take it away.
with? Johnny Canales, take it away.
I'm not Johnny Canales. I'm Danny Canales.
Yeah.
I thought it was her turn.
No, yes, I'm talking. It's a saying, guys. Come on. You're Mexican. Work with me, guys.
So there's a couple of superstitions that I learned while working in healthcare. The first one I ever learned was about full moons. If there's a full moon, you're probably gonna have like a crazy night at work because you know crazy people come out during the full moon. The second one is and I feel like maybe this isn't just healthcare, but you don't say like the Q word, like quiet. Like everything's quiet,
Yes.
everything's chill right now. They're like, wow, we're having such a quiet, like chill night.
You don't say
As soon as you say
Heard
that,
about
like
that.
whenever you're talking to someone about that, they're like, knock on wood. Don't fucking use the Q word.
At work, you don't use a quiet
Yeah,
word.
you don't use that
Never.
word.
Not never.
Because then you jinx yourself, and then you after that
Shit gets
it's
hectic.
done. Yeah. Something else I learned was and this was mainly at the nursing home because probably this would probably apply like in hospital settings, but death comes in threes. It'd be like if we have one of our residents. That's what we'd call like the people living in the nursing home. We'd call them residents. We wouldn't call them patients. So if one of our residents would die,
So there's two more that are gonna die.
yeah, and
Jesus.
and honestly, like I feel like that one is true because a lot of the time, if one of them died, like maybe like a few days later, like two more would die. Like honestly, like one died. One might die, and then we probably wouldn't have another. But to me, from my personal experience working there, like if one died, we did have like a couple more die. But then I don't know. We were working with elderly people, but
Yeah.
it did seem kind of weird. Like, okay, just because one dies doesn't mean we should expect like more people to die, but it would happen. So it'd be like death comes in threes. And I think it's just funny because when you think about healthcare is like science related. Like medical stuff is science related. So the fact that we even had like don't use the Q word.
Yeah.
Like oh, it's a full moon. Oh, okay, we'll get ready for a crazy night, or like even death comes in threes, and
Yeah.
like it wasn't just like one person felt this way. It was kind of like universal. And now that I'm working in a different healthcare setting where it's eyes, even then where we do the cue, like, oh, like, wow, it's been really quiet today. We're like, shh, excuse me, why did you say that? Like, why did you open your mouth right now? So yeah, but I had that to say. And then I don't know, this isn't a superstition. You can think of it as a superstition if you're not religious. If you're religious, then I guess don't get offended by this. Mm-hmm. But you know,
disclaimer.
Yeah, don't get offended by this. But you know, you carry that one picture. I can't remember his name, but it's a saint. You carry this picture in your wallet for when you're driving. That way to keep you safe while you're driving. And I've seen pictures that are like, oh, ¿no tienes licencia? Sí, tengo licencia, pero es la licencia de Dios. And it's a saint. And I remember, I don't have it in my wallet, but I have it in one of my wallets that I kind of retired and I don't
What's
use
it look
anymore.
like?
It's San Judas.
Yes, it's him.
Is he the one that has that big coin on top of him?
It's not a coin, but it's like that ring. Yeah.
It's San Judas.
Let me see.
I have a rosary in my car that I put on my rear view.
Oh. No, these
but
guys are.
it,
These
I
guys
know.
are different.
She's
It's
talking
him.
about.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I have one of those and I used to carry in my wallet. But I also have that rosary one of the rosaries it's not a rosary. It's a regular like black string, but it's a wooden cross that you had given me that your parents sent to you.
Yeah,
That's
they're
blessed.
Yeah, they're blessed.
Yeah, so I keep that in my car.
That's all you need. You can drive from here to the moon.
Because I feel I believe in God. I don't know. I just have this struggle with religion.
Yes,
But
and I the way you said that was so iffy. Was it a question?
It's just always this big struggle because I have like, you know, my faith isn't, you know,
here nor there.
yeah, it's like it's a faith struggle that I'm still dealing with. So that's
Same.
why like I put it in my superstitions because people do believe in. They're like, no, bitch, that's not a fucking superstition. That's real. And then for people that aren't religious, they're like, yeah, that's a superstition.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Anthony
Anthony's
is like
religious.
real, and then maybe some of us are like, oh, that's a superstition. So you know, maybe I
Okay,
should have left this
but see,
one out.
It's real.
No, see the thing with like.
I think
the San
Anthony and Johnny are gonna agree on it, and then me and Donnie are gonna be more.
Judas, excuse me.
Because you've said it before on the pod that, you know, not per se you're religious, but it's...
I believe in God.
Yeah, you believe in God.
Okay, now if you want to get technical, like all the San Judas and all the saints and all that, Christians don't believe in none of that. Because it's like you can't idolize one fucking person. It's just God.
God. Mm-hmm.
That's it. Now Catholics... Yeah, San Judas, you know, La Virgen de Guadalupe, and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And I believe in God, so, you know.
That's what I'm saying.
So for
That's where I'm at.
that you believe in God, would San Judas be like a superstition?
No, I mean, I believe in, that was one of God's followers, so that's my dude. Mm-hmm. And La Virgen de Guadalupe, that's my chick, so.
Yeah, so I was like,
that's what I'm saying. Like, you're on board, you're on board.
I don't believe in religion. I believe in my religion.
Look, I believe in God and everything that falls.
I believe in Catholicism.
Yeah.
Because I'm Catholic. Yeah.
Exactly.
No, I don't believe in other religions.
Maybe I should have left that one out, but I threw it in there. Sorry, guys.
Does that make sense?
I believe in God.
I believe in my religion.
I believe in
because I'm
God,
Catholic.
and I respect.
All I'm
every
thinking
other
about
religion.
is Nacho Libre. He's like, I believe in science.
Right?
That was
I believe in God.
Esqueleto. But he got
I believe
baptized,
in
and then
God
everything
and
got better
not-
after that. You remember? Where he was like eating his salad, and then he sneaked up behind him and he baptized him. He's like, "You're now a child of God." And then everything got better.
But how are you just gonna force someone into a baptism?
Doesn't matter. He got
you
baptized.
can't.
Well, the other thing was all I put was duendes. Enough said. Duendes, I guess.
I guess I seen him, not personally, like in real life, but I seen them in videos and stuff. And I don't know what to think about them. I've heard my tias talk about doing this. My tia Ana, I remember a story that they would tell when I was a kid that one of them would follow her to school and shit like that. And I don't know, I can't remember if he ever did anything to her, but one of them would follow her. And I think duendes is just like a folklore thing because duendes is pretty much a fucking leprechaun. It's a short person.
Short little gnome.
A gnome or a dwarf.
I mean, yeah,
or
the
a
way it's
leprechaun.
described, I feel like it's different in different countries. But you know what's crazy is like duendes, like you want to be like they're not real, but it's so crazy. It's like a lot of different countries from all over the world have their own duendes.
Duendes, exactly.
So it's like
And
shit. Maybe
you're right.
like
Some
why are
were-
we like knocking it?
And some were like mischievous, and some were fucking just evil fuckers. So
Depending on
It
like
is-
like what country
Yes,
and like their
exactly.
story and how what.
But
they
I never
do.
heard of what do they do though?
they just
Like
fucking
bite your ankles and shit, or what?
No,
do they do?
they
I heard
fucking
like they take
steal
your
shit.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
take your
steal
stuff.
shit. They steal shit. Like the more fucking evil ones, they would fucking kill you, take your soul.
What?
Yes.
I never
Yeah,
heard of
because
that.
I think Morbid Podcast did
Yes,
one. They didn't
yep.
do like Mexican duendes.
No, they didn't say duendes, but I knew exactly what the fuck they
Yeah,
were
they
talking
were
about.
talking about like I think Scotland,
Yeah.
somewhere overseas on that side of the world, and they I don't know, they didn't
No,
call
Irish.
them gnomes either. But yeah, they were talking about how
Leprechauns.
like they would no,
No.
they didn't say leprechauns either. I feel like that's something else. But they would like kind of take kids away and like
Oh,
yeah. So that was another superstition. This one I don't know if it's a superstition, but Morbid Podcast says this a lot, and they're like fresh air is for dead people.
No, that's just a their
I think that's just a saying.
But it
But I
makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. And then I also
So if I'm in a room with a bunch of toxic gas and I run outside and try to get some fresh air,
no, it's
What
because
they're trying to say is, don't fucking go anywhere by yourself. Like if you're going hiking, like go with somebody, because you don't know what the fuck is out there in the hills and them trails.
yeah, that's
Well,
a
you know, you
saying.
can
or having
fucking
like
run
your
into-
windows open, just like
Yeah,
or your door
who the fuck
open.
sleeps with the yeah, you guys do.
You sleep with your window open. Luckily, that window is
No.
like a 2-story,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
unless they had a ladder, they wouldn't be able to get in. And hopefully, if someone was propping a ladder against that window, you'd wake up and hear it. But you're a heavy sleeper, so I don't know. So be careful with that.
I'm a heavy everything.
The other thing is like superstitions we do during New Year's is like the one we do a lot is you eat your 12 grapes.
Grapes, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't done that in years.
Yeah, we've been really bad about it.
I didn't know about that one until mom
12
told me
grapes?
that.
Yeah.
You eat 12 grapes at like when you're ringing in the new year, and then for each grape you have like a wish or something
Yeah,
you're trying
that's
to
for the
accomplish.
12 months. The 12 months in the year.
Of the new year.
Yeah.
That is the
12 grapes, 12 months.
So you eat one, you're like, oh, I wish money. Oh, I wish good health. Oh, I wish I want to
Well-
travel. Oh, I want to, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you do get the good health because grapes are healthy.
Something else you do during New Year's, and I swear there's a lot more, but I couldn't remember. I only remembered 3. I remember one year me and my mom were running around with our luggage so we'd be able to travel around. But you grab your luggage, even if it's
And you go
empty.
outside.
Yeah, you just grab your luggage and you go
And you go
around,
outside.
and like the further you go, I guess it means the further you're gonna travel. But you run
Yeah.
around.
Like I actually have that
What?
written down, or I saw it, but it basically says like right at the no, I did not write that one down, but at the stroke of midnight, right at the stroke of midnight, just go outside, like outside your house with your luggage, and it'll
What do you
it
make
means that you will travel.
Yeah,
Like,
What if you make it to the neighbor's yard? He's like, get the fuck out of my yard.
I don't know. Well, hopefully he's not paying attention. Something else, like during New Year's, you eat certain kind of foods, which isn't something we do, but this last New Year's, I did kind of look it up, and I think like beans and lentils were something that people eat during New Year's for good luck. It's not something
That's
we do.
Anthony's favorite.
Yeah, but you eat like certain foods during New Year's as well. And then I asked my friend from work who's Hmong about superstitions, like maybe they had. And a couple things she's told me that what her mom has told her is and she was like, this is what, like, when you're living in a hut over and overseas in the country. And she was like, if you're walking with someone from the opposite sex, right? So for me as a girl, I'm walking with a guy, like we're taking a stroll through the woods, I guess, I don't know. And he's like, I have to pee. So he, like, you know, from that trail you're walking, he, like, goes to the side and he's taking a piss, and you, like, take a couple steps back to let him do his business. And he's like, oh, okay, I'm done. And you come back, you have to like go around his pee. You don't walk over it, because if you walk over it, then you're gonna get pregnant.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I kind of had to ask her. I was like, because she was like, you can't walk over it, you have to go around. Because in my head, I kept thinking, like, did he not
gonna be the Virgin Mary?
I
if
was
you
like,
walk
no,
over it.
I don't know. I was like, did he not go?
Oh.
He just popped right there on the side. Like, he didn't go into the woods.
Okay,
like, he
well,
just went onto the side. I don't know.
With that one, it brings up one here in America. Obviously, if I'm pretty sure everybody knows about it, that if you're walking with your date or your girlfriend or your wife or whatever on the street, the guy always has to walk on the left side,
Like,
where the traffic is.
Yeah.
That's for safety purposes. That's for if, like, something happens, you die and she don't die.
That's like, I feel like that's a gentleman thing.
That's all it is.
So is that a superstition?
It's fucked up, but that's
No,
what
I don't
it
think
is.
it's a superstition. I think
No.
it's just like
A
the
safety
man
thing.
has to be like, I'm the man.
Because when we went
I
to
did that all the
It's a
time.
protection
I do
thing.
that all the
It's a
time.
protection thing.
we went to
That's all it is.
our trip,
And it doesn't
on
have to be your
Valentine's Day.
significant other. It could be like your big brother, your dad. Like
I do that all the
you
time.
just tell like your daughter. You'll tell
Like,
your
don't walk on the outside. Go.
Yeah,
go
you'll
on
be
the
like,
inside.
let me. I'm gonna walk on here, and
If
you
for
walk
whatever
on this
reason
side.
a car comes out of the lane,
Yeah.
it's gonna hit me and not
Because we
you.
went
Yeah.
with our
But that's
trip
not really a
on
significant
Valentine's
other.
Day to go get our sushi. Remember how we had to walk? I told you, I was like, get over here.
Yeah, I was on the other side.
She was on the other side, and then I was
on
like,
the street.
get.
It's not necessarily like you're gonna fucking die. It's just you already know where you're at, so you have a better fucking chance to actually be able to react like quicker, because you know the purpose of you being on that side is to protect the person that's next to you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But I do
not
it-
only will you protect them, you'll be able to protect yourself at the same time.
No, I do it unconsciously. Like if we're walking on the street, I'm like, nope, I don't belong here.
Yeah.
I was like, I tell her, get over here.
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I do it too.
It's just
But
a
this
thing.
body's not dodging nothing. I'm gonna take a full attack. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not gonna be able to.
But speaking of the whole protection thing, the last time I went to California with my mom and dad, we went to the Callejones in like downtown LA.
Yeah.
And a homeless person came up to me asking me for money, and then me being young and clueless, I like pulled out my whole wallet and just had it there in the open. And my dad automatically, like at first it confused me at first, and I kind of got a little bit offended, but he like put my hands down and was like, no, like don't do it like that. Like, and I feel like the reason why I got offended is because, like I said, I'm like really trusting. So it made it seem like the person asking me for money was gonna do like harm to me and just like
rob the
snatch.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
And they will, and they can.
Yeah,
not,
they can.
Not saying that everybody will.
Yeah,
like,
not-
these
not
poor
saying-
people, like,
But then
not
like
out there to get you.
yeah, and my dad was like, no, like what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, that happened, and I was like, wow, I was like, yeah, that's really smart. Like, be more careful. Like if you're really trying to be kind, like maybe just kind of like get into your
Speaking of
wallet.
which, that actually happened to us on our fucking little vacay for Valentine's Day in Charlotte. A man did come up to
The
us.
first dude that we saw on the street.
We didn't leave the hotel at all except for to go get our sushi because we realized that COVID is really going on in Charlotte, and they have like dead ass like they have curfews.
Most of the restaurants.
So we thought we
was
were
not
gonna
that
be
bad.
like woo woo go eat somewhere? No.
No.
It wasn't gonna happen. So anyway, so
You'll be
we
watching
thankfully, literally across the street from our hotel, a really nice hotel, there was a sushi spot that, of course, also was just pickup. So we ordered a shit ton of food, and on our way there, it was literally across the street. Somebody hit us up, and I'm like digging in my backpack, like just. Because I knew I had cash. Anthony was like, do you even have any? And I was like, actually do.
He was like, hey, brother.
Yeah, like he hit him up, but I was like, actually do have cash.
Like,
and I do know that
here.
trick.
Yeah.
I was like sticking in there because I did have like
Hold on,
20s on 20s on 20s. And I'm obviously not going to give him $20. Like, I'm a broke bitch. I'm a broke bitch.
Or maybe like a $5 bill.
Yeah, so I'm like digging. So I'm like sticking my fucking whole hand in my damn backpack. Like, and then I found like a $5 bill and I gave him $5. Like,
yeah, but for me it was like a learning experience because
You
I
were
just
little,
like,
yeah.
I was little. I just pulled my whole wallet out. I was just trying to do something nice, and my
Yeah.
dad was like,
and I'm always
yeah.
about gifting like homeless. I'm all
my
about
dad
that.
like made me feel like weird because I felt like I was doing something wrong. But now, like after I like even after that, like right after that situation
In
happened,
retrospect.
yeah, what after it like happened and I thought about it and I was like, oh, I get it now. It could have been a really dangerous situation. But yeah, like me being young and dumb, I'm just like, if you need help, like I'll help you. Like here, I got money. And then like
take all of it.
Yeah, take all
take
of
it all. Just take a whole
it all.
wallet.
You want my credit cards? Here you go. But then, like, it's just because the way he reacted, he was like, whoa. And I was like, what, am I doing something wrong? Like, I was just trying to help somebody. I was like, well, I don't know, I was just trying to be nice. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't have money, sir.
Did you end up giving him money?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. But it was just still, like, it was a really big learning experience.
Because you never know. Being in big cities, like you said, you were in California and fucking LA, like, the fuck. We were in Charlotte, big city. We were in the center of Center City, Charlotte. Also, like, super dangerous. When we walked back from the sushi place, there was a bunch of other people, like, across the street wailing at us.
There was a dude across the street, like, it was a 4-car lane, across the street on crutches. And he was like, hey.
And wailing at us, like across the street. Like I was like, I don't have money like that. Like, do you know how much money I just spent on this hotel? Like, hella, you know what I'm saying?
And
like,
it makes me feel bad whenever it's like people are asking me for money. Like
I'm a broke bitch. Like y'all think I got money, but like I'm hella broke.
Like I'm
so broke
too. But you're like,
you're struggling a lot worse than I am. So then, therefore, that's why I gifted. You know, but I'm like, I can't. I wish.
Yeah, I wish I had money.
Everybody money.
Yeah.
I'd be like, here,
right.
you know, like Oprah, like, here you go.
You get money.
You get money. Fuck yeah, you know. But
right,
I just, that's not how my life is.
Does anybody else have anything?
Yes, I do. These are the ones. Okay, besides the pee walk that I was telling you, my friend also told me. How do I word this? I just wrote my note down, but like I didn't really word it correctly. But if a woman is pregnant, you ask her to like give you a massage. Like if you have a really bad sore shoulder,
And this is still the Hmong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if you have like if your feet are aching, like you ask the pregnant woman to like rub your feet or rub your shoulder or whatever sore, you know, part of your body. And that's what I was like, it's funny. And she laughed
like a
too.
total stranger, but like, or somebody you know.
Well, I don't know. I didn't ask my
That's
friend
kind of
about that.
weird.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey.
Random ass person.
Well, it's
Because
because
I want to rub your back.
well, it's because pregnant women, like I guess because they're pregnant and they're creating life in their body, they have like a special healing ability. And she was telling me, she was like, this happened to my, like, while I was at church with my family, and my sister happened to be pregnant at the time. So she was like, when it comes to like Hmong culture, they're really big on like respecting your elders. And you always speak to your elders. You have a title for them. It's different than us. So they were at church.
And us Hispanics or us Americans?
We have
I
it
guess
too.
just-
We have it too.
Yeah, but
Like
still
usted,
even different.
Usted, doña, or
That's why I asked. Is there a difference between us Hispanics or us Americans?
I feel like all around. I feel like even then it's different.
Americans?
Don.
Because we're Mexican Americans. We have a lot of culture.
Different. I mean,
shit that
I
we
don't know.
Like that though, right? What I'm saying, Doña.
Yeah,
Don.
yes, different titles, like in that way, different titles, but also the way that you interact with these people.
What do you mean, these people?
These people, shut the fuck up. So she was like, oh, so we were at church, like me and my family were at church. My sister was like pregnant at the time, and I was like really far along pregnant, and she was like, yes. And one of the elder people, like, and whenever she told me like elder people, one of the elder people, I imagine like a old lady. Mm-hmm. But this old lady like asked her sister who was really far along pregnant to rub her feet.
Oh,
yeah. And then that her sister was kind of like, really? But she did it, you know, because it's respectful. A respectful thing to do. She rubbed her feet, and then this other older lady came and she was like, no, you're doing it wrong. If you're gonna rub her feet, you have to do it like at the threshold, like from inside the building and outside of the building. So I can't remember if my friend told me
at the door.
At the door. So not only did her pregnant sister had to stop this foot rub, but then they had to relocate from the inside of the church to the outside of the church, and I just can't remember who was sitting where. But someone was sitting outside of the church and someone was sitting inside of the church, and the foot was just kind of at the threshold, and she had to rub her feet, and she was the pregnant one. Yeah, but you asked.
And that was for
because they had a sore foot, but you do it like if you have a sore shoulder, sore feet.
So that was supposed to heal that woman.
Yeah, she massages. Yeah, you massage that whatever part of the body that they need massaged
at the threshold, and then that person is healed now.
Daddy, touch your palms like this. You just did it.
Like this?
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's close.
What?
Dad, you did it.
Yeah, what?
I thought you couldn't do that. That was on TikTok. Oh man, we're gonna come up with
no,
some
my
video.
palm isn't there. It's my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not my palm.
You're supposed to be able to place it like cold.
No, my palm, my actual palm isn't there.
Oh, she can do it too.
It looks like my palm is there, but my palm isn't actually there.
You guys got like
this is my
chicken
palm.
wings.
My palm is actually
You got
cuffed
more?
when I do that.
Yeah, I have 2 more.
Jesus.
So my friend also told me that if you're if a kid has, like, you know, and whenever your hair on your head, you got that swirl on top of your head.
Yeah.
Remolino.
Yeah, so if the kid has 2 swirls on his head instead of just one, that means he's extra naughty. So he's more of a like bad child, wild child, or whatever. And then this she told me, and I feel like this just applies because my mom would tell us this all the time. So this probably applies all around. But it was, however bad you were as a kid, your child is
gonna be the
twice or tenfold.
Yep,
Yeah.
My mom tells me that.
Yeah.
Well, not
It's
now,
true,
but
it's
she
true.
used to tell me that all the time.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
She's like, vas a ver. She's like, when you have kids, they're gonna be like triple times as bad as you are.
It's true. It's true.
And I was like, I didn't even do nothing.
It's true.
I didn't even do nothing.
It's ready.
I have no comments.
Johnny, you got anything to add in?
No.
Okay.
No? You got more?
No, because I used all
No?
of mine like
Okay.
in between everything.
All right, y'all.
We're gonna end this podcast right here on that note. And thank you for listening. We're gonna get better, I swear to God. And we're gonna get more stuff
Sorry,
in the
it was
podcast.
lengthy.
More subjects, more content. We're gonna start doing video and adding into our podcast so you guys can see what we're talking about, because there's a lot of things that are kind of visual and you can't really see it when it's just audio.
Hispanics like to talk with their hands, and
Yeah.
that's what we do.
I'll be
So
like,
we're gonna start adding that into it. So thank you for listening. And like always, we're brown, proud,
Crazy and wild.
and if you fuck with one bean, you fuck with the whole burrito. All right, guys, take it easy. Fucking.
what about tostadas? I like
Peace out,
tostadas.
beaners. Tostadas?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good one, motherfuckers. And
Bye.
drop a comment and whatever,
Bye.
and let us know something about something. Johnny?
Peace.
Johnny's eating already. Motherfuckers. All right, later, guys.
Okay, so there was a Tuesday this week where I requested the morning off because I had to take my dog to the vet. And while I was at the vet, my friend texted me. She was like, hey, there's like a water outage in Newton. So we like had to reschedule all of our patients because they don't have water to wash their hands and yada, yada, yada.
COVID.
No, it wasn't COVID related. And I was like, I was like, do I have to not go to work this afternoon? She was like, nah, you probably will. I think it's just a morning thing. Anyways, so I get into work in the afternoon, and as soon as I get there, I have to go into the bathroom, which we have a bathroom for like our patients that come in, like in the public area, and then we have bathrooms in the back for employees. So when you go through the door, you can either go to the right and there's our break room, or you can go to the right and then you have like our supply closet, and then you have our 2 bathrooms, which the way it's set up is like a private bathroom with 1 toilet and like the sink and all that, and you close the door, and then right behind it there's another bathroom set up the same way. So when I get there, they have already told me, like, hey, the water's back, everything's back to normal, we're going to see patients regularly, like, nothing has changed. So I go into that first bathroom, I pee, wash my hands, I leave, I go back to where I need to go back to, and then later on during my shift, I have to go back because I ate lunch, and, I have to go number 2. Which, while I'm talking about it, I know, like, people are really picky about, like, shitting in, like, public areas or where they work. But, like, I don't understand why, because I wouldn't be able to hold my business for that many hours. Like, you're there for so long. Like, pretty much, if you honestly think about it, your workplace is pretty much, like, your second home, whether you want it to be or not. If you hate your job.
It just is.
Yeah, it is. So I do my business at work. I'm not gonna hold it. I'm not gonna hold my shit until I have to go home. So I shit at work.
Yeah, I shit at work too.
Yeah, I shit at work. I take my time. I take my phone. I look at my videos. I do what it is, what I gotta do, because they're gonna be fucking paying me anyways.
Shit at work. Shit at work.
Yeah, shit at work as many times as you need to, because they're paying you anyways.
They pay you anyways. Yeah, exactly.
So, but when I do have to do that, go number 2, I go to the furthest bathroom away from everything because I'm really big on my privacy and I feel like the walls are paper thin and I don't want no one to hear me. So I go to that second bathroom, I do my business, and then I grab the knob to flush, and it's loose as fuck. It's loose as fuck and nothing happens. I turn the knob, it goes down, and there's no, like, whoosh water.
There's no water pressure.
There's no water. There's not even a little bit, not even a trickle, not even a drop. There's nothing. And instantly, I panic. I freak the fuck out, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So your business is just floating there.
It's just sitting there. I mean, you can't see it because I throw the toilet paper, because I wipe it. The toilet paper's on top, so even I can't see it because whatever.
Right.
Besides the point. And I'm like, what? I'm like, my mind just a billion miles per hour. I'm like, what do I do now? Do I tell the doctors? These doctors are the ones that sign my paycheck. I'm about to tell my bosses, like, hey, I just...
They're like, I'm an eye doctor, not a shit doctor.
Yeah!
I'm an eye doctor, not a...
I'm not a plumber. I don't know.
Hold on, I had the word. It's like, I'm an eye doctor, not a fucking... God damn, what's the word?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but let me take a quick hit.
The butthole doctor is a proctologist? No, hold on. Oh, man, I had it. Okay, keep on.
Anyways, I'm freaking the fuck out because the last thing I want to fucking do is tell the doctors that I just fucking took a shit and the toilet isn't working.
Proctologist? No, keep on.
It's not working and it's not flushing. And I don't want them to go into the bathroom to try to, like, smell what I just did and fix the toilet. So I'm like, okay, let me text my group chat, which my group chat consists of this girl that I'm currently working with and 2 other girls that used to work there, but they don't work there anymore, but we still hang out and we're still cool. So I text the group chat and I'm like, hey, I just went to the bathroom and it's not fucking flushing. And then they're like, one of my friends, the one that I currently work with, she's like, well, did you just... And she sends the shit emoji. And I'm like, yes.
So were these chicks in the group chat, were they working with you at the time?
No, because none of them were there, because 2 of them don't work there anymore. And the other one, on Tuesday afternoons, she has the afternoon off. So none of them were there.
Ooh, okay.
But they know the layout of the building. They know what I'm...
They know the layout.
They know the layout of the building. They know where I'm at.
The land.
They know my location. They know what's going on. It's easy for me. Jesus Christ, are you okay?
COVID. Okay, go.
They know what's going on.
Don't say that. What the fuck?
They know what's going on. And I'm like, yeah, I did do that. I did take a number 2. And the toilet's not flushing. And before I reached out to this group chat,
okay,
I took the lid off the tank and I'm looking in there because I know somewhat of how like a toilet works. So I'm like, I take the tank. Yeah, I take the lid off the tank and I look in there and like
bone dry.
There was water, but it was really low.
Oof. Okay.
So I'm like, even then I'm like, I know there's water in here. So I lift that one thing that releases the water that goes into the
chain, the little chain. Yeah.
I pull that up. So like maybe it would still release into the bowl and like flush the toilet out. That didn't work. So I put the lid back and I'm still freaking the fuck out and I'm like, all right, I'm about to text the group chat so they can help me out on this if they can. And then my friend, she was like, okay, this is what you got to do.
We're about to lose. Go ahead, go keep going.
She's like, this is what you got to do. She was like, you got to grab all your things and you leave. And you never fucking come back.
Oh my God.
You never fucking come back. And I'm like,
bitch, I work here.
I was like, what the fuck? She was like, you just don't come back. Luckily for me, my friend that I currently work with, she was having issues with her toilet. So she was like, there's that nozzle. There's that little, that nozzle, like that tube that leads to your toilet that goes into the wall. She was like, if you find that, flip the nozzle. And I'm like, what? And I sent her a picture. I'm like, this? And she's like, yes, exactly that. Twist it. She's like, twist it counterclockwise. And I'm trying to twist it, and it won't twist. And I'm like, I'm putting a lot of pressure on this. I don't want to rip a pipe out of the wall and make this worse than I have to. And she's like, girl, I don't know what to tell you. Finally, somehow, some way, I'm able to twist that nozzle, and it starts filling up the tank. And like, all my worries, all my concerns, they release. The tank starts filling up. I can hear it filling up. Like when you flush a toilet, you can hear the tank filling up. I had such a relief. The tank fills up and I'm able to flush the toilet and my shit goes down the drain. And I'm like, whew. I wipe the sweat off my forehead and I go back to work. And I did end up telling my office manager, and I was like, dude, I almost had a fucking panic attack. And she's like, what do you mean? What's going on? And I'm like, the toilet wasn't fucking flushing. I was like, because the water outage, I guess they turned off the water. But they didn't turn on the water back on into that last fucking bathroom. So I fucking took a shit. And it wasn't fucking flushing. And she was like, oh, Lord, good thing you didn't tell me because I would have ran away. I wouldn't even done anything. She was like, I have my own shitty bathroom stories. You would have had to fend for yourself.
Bruh,
exactly.
Good story.
That was my shitty story. to add on to my fucking shitty dream where I sharded and I had to wake up and go straight to the fucking bathroom. It was a shitty week for me. Literally shitty week for me.
See you guys.
Portal.